followed or subscribed to us on YouTube. I'd really appreciate that. Got a nice number of views on our last show, so we appreciate everybody who jumped on to YouTube and subscribed and watched the show. So we have a lot. I mean, quite a. I'm gonna try to figure somewhere else to put this. Quite a bit to talk about tonight. Obviously, as you know, the Greatest Royal Rumble is next Friday, and also we have did it again. We have Impact Wrestling tomorrow night with Redemption. So there's a lot to talk about. We're going to have a post show tomorrow night, so don't forget, after the Impact show is over, we will be live touching on it. And also next Friday, we won't be live after the Grandest Royal Rumble. We will just touch on it on the usual Saturday night show. Also, news about the show, everybody. I know everybody's wondering what the news is about. Well, it's nothing too serious, but we are now going to have set times, everybody, for our shows. Just a heads up, Pentagon is signed on for the next 2 sets of Impact tapings after Redemption. Oh, okay. Nice to know. Thank you, Adam Bomb. Starting this Tuesday, everybody, we will be going live at 9:55 Eastern time. Yes, 9:55. So, yes, that means we will be live during SmackDown Live. We'll kind of get our live reactions between the main event. Just kind of get early, start off the show early, get it while everybody's still watching. Get it while it's hot, pretty much. Get our live reactions during the main event. I think it would be kind of interesting just to see how it goes. And then we're going to be live till, excuse me, sorry, cleared my throat, 11:30 Eastern. So our Tuesday night shows will now be only an hour and a half long. So, I guess, why to go kind of live early? Can you kind of explain maybe why we would go live early, Alex?
Yeah,
because I think you had a good reason behind it when I kind of suggested it to you.
You mean going live like in what is the main event of SmackDown, right?
Not near, about 5 minutes before the show ends.
Yeah, just because it's
IDX.
way to all of us to get set up. We understand that it is a weekday. People have to work, get up early in the morning. So we want to be able to provide you the content that we bring in every Tuesday, but at a more reasonable time frame. We want to make sure that you guys have the best experience possible.
Exactly. So we may not start 5 minutes before, but maybe like a minute, maybe a two minutes before the show ends. You'll probably see us pop on, do the introduction, and then right when SmackDown ends, we will be going at it, talking about it already. Hey, what's up, Big Joe? How you doing tonight? So Tuesday nights, we'll be going for only an hour and a half. What's up, Michael Berry? Thank you for retweeting and sharing. We don't want our shows to go too much longer anymore. I know, especially since it's on a weekday, like Alex was saying, a lot of people wake up early for work, do whatever, take your kids to school, whatever have you. So we don't want you guys to be staying up super late, even though most of you guys do anyway. So we do appreciate it. But now we'll have a set time. None of us going too long on a certain topic. You'll get our reasons or whatever we have, our opinions on it, and then we'll just keep going. We don't want to be sitting here talking those heads off. Same thing goes with the Thursday night show. Dragon Eyes, what's going on, man? After Impact is over on Thursday nights, which will be 10 Eastern, we will be going live. We will touch on Impact, and we will also touch on NXT. May I suggest starting at 9 Eastern or something like that? Just seems weird to start at the end. We're gonna start probably right when SmackDown's over. Instead of waiting 30 minutes or so, we're gonna start right when SmackDown is over. Instead of waiting so long, I think that kind of kills us sometimes. Waiting forever for us to start the show. Also, Thursday nights, only an hour and a half. When Dave and I go live on Thursdays for the Impact Talk and NXT, we will only be going for an hour and a half. So we're going to be cutting that a little bit short on that, just so you guys, it's also a weeknight. But Saturday nights is Shoot the Shit Saturday. We have no time limit. Usually we go for about 2 hours. So that is going to be the new time slot. So I hope you guys are okay with it. If you have any suggestions or you don't like it at all, just let us know. But we don't want our shows to go super crazy long for you guys anymore. And we do appreciate you staying and chatting with us. We do appreciate that. But now we'll have set times on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also, before we start the show, I am doing a giveaway. As you can see in the title of the screen, I'm giving away a Ricochet t-shirt. Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing? If you go on the Get the Tables Twitter account, if you retweet or like the tweet, you will be qualified for the Ricochet t-shirt. It's his new one that just came out. If I'm going to do the giveaway tomorrow night during the redemption show, pick me. So go up there. All you got to do is like it or retweet it, and you're qualified, and I'll put you in a drawing, and I will pick the winner tomorrow night. Yes, it's instead of the Dragonites, it's BA. To talk about, we have Neville, we have Sasha Banks, we have my boy Jay White, some Jay White news. We got details on Brock Lesnar's new WWE deal. We have why wasn't Nikki Cross called up to the main roster. Dolph Ziggler teases leaving WWE. Big Van Vader back in the hospital, unfortunately. Davey Boy Smith Jr. wanted by police for assaulting Jake Roberts. Remember that little story going on there? Also, we had the unfortunate passing of Bruno Sammartino. So we'll touch a little bit on him. Backstage news on plans on Brock Lesnar. What else? Austin Aries talks about the departure of Alberto Del Rio. We have Scott Steiner's, oh my gosh, conference call that he had over the week not for TNA, but for Impact. Wow, if you just wait till you hear what he had to say. Yes, and Vern Troyer also passed away today at the age of 49. Unfortunate there. We also had Scott D'Amore talks about the Patron release. Also, I don't know if you guys looked on WWE.com. We kind of mentioned this back a couple of months ago. I don't remember if you guys remember, but WWE came out with the 5 controversial decisions we'd like to see Paige make as SmackDown Live general manager. So we'll be touching on that as well. So, guys, what would you like to chat about first?
I guess everything just WWE related, and just go from there.
Let's go. Since we're talking about Brock Lesnar, I saw a couple of people comment on it. Let's talk about Brock Lesnar. Well, everybody knows that Brock Lesnar has resigned with the WWE, and and we're also he's also with the UFC as well. So Brock Lesnar is set to make over $1 million, everybody, as part of his new WWE contract. The Universal Champion will earn, get this, $637,000, everybody, per match, as well as $127,000 per TV appearances. According to Fox Sports, the Beast Incarnate will also receive 6% from all merchandise sales. Did he not rape Vince McMahon on this, or what? Lesnar, who returned to WWE in 2012, was expected to leave the company and return to the UFC after his previous contract was announced to expire on April 8th after WrestleMania 34. As part of the new contract, WWE will pay Brock another $637,000 for his likeness for use on merchandise. Brock's next match will take place Friday at the Greatest Royal Rumble in a steel cage match against Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Wow. Brock Lesnar is getting wow. I'm speechless on this deal. This is insane. Your thoughts, Alex, on this crazy ass deal Brock Lesnar was able to get from the WWE, and is he worth it?
I mean, I think it is what it is. Like I even tweeted about it before the show. Like I can't do anything but laugh at this point. If this was the Brock Lesnar maybe 3 years ago, I can maybe see the justification, but not right now. I think he's overpaid. I just think the pay doesn't satisfy the person they're bringing in.
Now, is he still their main attraction? Everybody always says that Brock Lesnar is the main attraction of the WWE. He still gets those views. He still gets those butts in the seats. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, I definitely think any program still does bring like a special feeling with him per se. But if it's just going to be the same mold, even without the title, then like he's just going to go over everyone. I don't want to see him.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Dave? Your thoughts on this crazy ass deal Brock Lesnar was able to get?
Well, I posted in there that this is Brock needs to change his theme song and take over Shane McMahon's theme song. Because really it is. I mean, wow. I mean, me and Alex joked online about his new deal when you heard that WE is rumored to be getting paid $20 million for the Saudi Arabia deal that they're doing this next week. And I said that must be all Brock's paycheck. So, I mean.
Oh, the architect. What's up, dude?
I mean, he is getting paid. Is he worth? I mean, is he being paid for what he was or what he's going to do forward? You know, to me, it's kind of like just like you talk about all these big baseball contracts. You know, are you being paid for what you're gonna do or what you did in the past?
Yeah, that's wow.
Now, if you use Brock Lesnar after he drops the title, which we're assuming he is, to go into feuds with like a Seth Rollins, a Braun Strowman, if he's gonna put them over. Okay, I'm glad for that. I like to see Brock in a nice feud where he actually loses. Then I can get behind it. But if he's just gonna suplex city everyone, then I'm okay.
One thing that Brock brings that no one else does is Brock gonna really mess? Is Brock gonna be? Is he real or is he gonna be the wrestler? Or is he gonna be the UFC fighter coming out and just straight up bloodying someone up like he did to Orton, like he did to Reigns at WrestleMania? You know. I mean, hard-weighed Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and it's like, wow, we didn't expect to see blood like that. Wow, holy crap. And that's just what Brock does. I mean, that's what the exciteness of a lot of people are sick of Brock Lesnar. I get it, but that's what Brock brings to the table, a realism. Like Paul Heyman says a lot, he legitimizes that belt. He really does. I mean,
and he also brings all eyes from all aspects as well as UFC eyes as well, and
because we never know what he's going to do. You know,
he's definitely he's definitely a definition of a loose cannon. That's for sure. You never know what you're going to get. Like you said, you don't know what you're going to get day for night to night with Brock Lesnar. And I'm just curious to see how many times he's on TV this year.
Now, someone just said that Daniel Bryan's a bigger draw than Brock Lesnar. I'm a big Daniel Bryan fan. I disagree with that because Brock's going to draw you more people. More mainstream media, like a Ronda Rousey does. He's going to do that same because people know who Brock Lesnar is from his UFC days and all that.
RJ,
so Brock's more, like you said, an attraction. He's going to draw people to watch.
That's very true. Very true. How's the connection, everybody? Everybody, connection good tonight? Looks like we're getting a lot of chat in tonight. So thank you for all the interaction. Don't forget Brandon, the mechanic Catino, will be joining us in just a little while. He's going to talk about his fight from last weekend, him knocking that dude's ass out. And get maybe Dave and Alex will have a couple of questions for him as well. So let's move on. Hey, what's up, Red Sox fan? What's up, everybody, for joining us tonight? Thank you, everybody. Some Neville news, everybody. Former WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville is sitting at home waiting for his contract to expire, according to PW Insider. In an interview with PW Insider's Elite Audio, Mike Johnson said that the WWE is refusing to let the king of cruiserweights out of his current contract. Yeah, he's hanging out at home. Johnson told PW Insider he's waiting to figure out how he's going to get out of his WWE contract or if he's going to come up with some way to come back to WWE. We'll see if that ever happens. Neville has been at odds with the company for several months, with rumors that two parties were closing to make a deal. Reports also say that WWE could freeze his current contract for walking away. Wow. So it's still drama between Neville and the WWE. And I know a lot of speculation and the rumors were definitely flying during WrestleMania weekend that he was supposed to possibly make a return. So it looks like those rumors were very, very made up. Your thoughts on this, Alex? And do you think we'll ever see Neville in a WWE ring ever again?
I mean, it sucks, man. As I'm reading in the group chat, Neville's awesome. I miss seeing him before Enzo and this whole reboot. Neville was Neville got me into 205. You know, he was a big mainstay with that heel turn. And if he was to come back, I'd love to see him on the main roster. But as you said, if WWE's petty enough to just have him just hold out on his contract, I don't know. I could see him just waiting till his release. I don't
That's
think
insane that WWE would do that to somebody, that they would freeze this man's contract for him to not go anywhere. I guess I can understand it. That is them being very petty. They don't want the competition to thrive off of someone like a Neville. I can understand that. Him going anywhere would make a company so much better. It's tough. I don't understand what the actual deal is. I'm sure there's more into it than we know. So I'm curious to find out what actually is all the problem and how many years left does Neville have on his contract. What about you, Dave? Your thoughts? Neville ever in the WWE ring again?
I mean, I'm gonna play kind of devil's advocate because
you're right, Brandon.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, because Neville is kind of breached his contract by walking out and not coming back. You know, he's kind of holding a CM Punk, type thing, or he just walked out and never came back. And I mean, if he would have handled it differently, I think like a Cody Rhodes did, someone like that who worked all the way up until his contract expired and then left, that would have probably been a better situation to do it like that instead of doing it, I'm just going to sit at home and not come to work. I mean, he could be sued for breach of contract, and they can freeze his contract because he hasn't worked at all. Edge said this years ago.
And that's a great point. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's fine. Edge said this on an interview years ago that when he was injured, WWE freezes the injury contract, and then you still have to work those dates. You still have to work those days. Your contract gets frozen, and those days don't count in your contract if you're not working.
I agree. It just, like I said, I'm big on Neville, so it just sucks to see him in this situation.
But I think he should have handled it differently too. I mean, you don't like what's going on. I mean, I think he should have stayed working. If he still wants to leave, leave. As long as you're doing your obligated. Like Tony, if you got mad at your job, would you just sit at home? I'm not coming to work. I don't like what you guys are doing. I'm just gonna sit at home.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you got to understand from both point of views, from WWE's and from Neville's as well. It definitely is the CM Punk situation where he's not happy of how he's currently being booked, and he's upset about it. And the only way for him to get something done is for him to walk out and to leave. Now, on the other hand, like Dave said, it's a breach of contract. You're not, you can't do that. And but it's just a shame that if WWE is so damn high on him, like Bliss said, why the hell is he, have the title taken off him? Or, he's stuck on 205 Live. Or why hasn't he ever really had it that major of a push? That type of a thing. I can understand his frustrations.
Yeah, I get that, but we know why the title was taken off of him. Because he wasn't drawing viewers at 205 Live. And when the guy that no one likes, really, Enzo, when they put the title on him, people started watching 205 Live more when Enzo was on there.
Yeah. I mean, well, this guy was in 205 with McMahon running. Yeah. He was not in the situation. I'm sure I don't know if he would come back to 205 Live, maybe. With Triple H running it, it's a possibility. I don't know.
I'm saying, look at the viewership. When Enzo was the champion and Enzo was there, viewership was up. No matter who's running. Right.
You're correct on that. I can't deny you on that.
Just like you guys said, just the way it's being handled, I don't think Neville's coming back. I think the damage is already too done. It's already too far done. I think he is gonna just hold out and then just leave.
How about Neville Okada, Wrestle Kingdom? Alex, there you go.
No, someone said they would love to see him in ROH and in the other indie scenes. I think he would absolutely kill it down there.
Yeah, no doubt. The indie scenes are so big right now, even though I guess they hate being called independent wrestlers. But the other pro wrestling scene, the minor leagues, if you want to call them that, I don't know what's worse, but whatever. The independent scene, I guess I'll go with. It's so hot right now with Twitch, with a new company, MLW just started their stuff. I mean, you got so much out there right now.
Yeah, he has a lot of places he could go to when his contract eventually gets cut.
Neville versus Ricochet. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, the potential of matches he could have had if he was still there. So Sasha Banks, everybody, in some hot water? Question mark. Sasha Banks may have lost her championship belt. I'm sorry, her championship push due to a bad attitude, according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider. Johnson said that Sasha believes she does not have an attitude problem at all. He says she's saying that she does not have an attitude with the fans, but has an attitude if you are bothering her in a place where she's not made it publicly known that she would be there. Then you are out of line. Johnson also said he does not believe there is a single unique reason why Sasha, who held the Raw Women's Championship 3 times in 2016, lost her push. I don't think she's really diminished in terms of her work in the ring, he said. I just think they haven't focused upon her as much as they were in the early days where it was her, Charlotte, Becky, Paige, and others who are in the women's division. I know there's been a lot of talk about Sasha Banks approaching her, period. She's not a very friendly person when you try to go up there and talk to her as a fan. I think she's more like what Dave says. It's a type of chick that likes to have those only autograph sessions where, it's cricket or, it's some type of sponsorship autograph signing. She's not a fan of people coming up to her and talking to her. Why is Samoa Joe behind me? It's an autograph drawing of him. So any thoughts on this, Alex, of Sasha Banks possibly getting her push pulled because of her bad attitude, I guess, towards fans?
I don't really think there's much into it. I think regardless, if you see the current plans that they had, like in the area where Asuka was, the Nia Jax push that's been happening, at all these call-ups from the Rumble, like Sasha was just a case of another women's wrestler that just gets lost in the shuffle. In terms of her attitude, I mean, you can look at it both sides. On her side, she's always traveling. She's working pretty much 6 out of the 7 days out of the week, so she probably on her own time. But from our side, yeah, obviously that does rub us off based on the interactions you read. But I don't think that's the reason why she's not getting pushed right now. I just think there's just other things going on in the women's division, and she's just not at the top of it.
Yeah, and I got, before I go to Dave, and I do understand that we don't know how these wrestlers are on a daily basis. We don't know how it is in their shoes of going to the airport, traveling, getting approached by fans, and we also got to come to mind that it's women. And Sasha Banks isn't ugly by any means. She's a very attractive woman. So she's going to have those type of creepers and odd people come up to her and, weirdos and stuff like that. So you got to come, I guess, see in that kind of a way of, she's not, she's got to keep her ground. She's got to, I don't know. It's just different for women, I think. You know what I mean? Instead of being, the men.
Kind of like how you do with celebrities, they don't want to be bothered, like they really? So much publicity, but given what they do as a profession, it just comes with it, So I can see both sides.
Yeah, because I know if y'all don't follow me on Twitter at HomieTheClown24, cheap pub. When I was in New Orleans, flying back to San Antonio, so I saw Samoa Joe in the airport. And it was a mark out moment, and I should have went up to him. I should have probably went up to him, said hello, maybe even asked for a picture. I did not. I kind of felt like, this guy's probably been traveling. He's been in New Orleans since last week. I don't want to, bother him. I'm sure he's trying to just get to the, to his, whatever he has to fly to, his gate. And I didn't mess with him, but I'm surprised how he's a lot shorter in person. But I would dare not talk shit to that man because he would kill me.
You all imagine how that Periscope could have been. Tony just going live, and next thing you know, Joe has him in like a coquita clutch.
It was not alone. Bo Dallas was there. Bo Dallas ended up meeting with him. How tall did he look? I'm 5'10". So I'm going to say he looks shorter than me. I could be wrong. I wasn't standing next to him, but he looks shorter than me. but he's he's a guy that you don't want to fuck with. And I saw Bo Dallas. And Bo Dallas kind of caught me off guard because he was like wearing regular clothes and his hair was down and straight. So that kind of caught me off guard. Yeah, we just talked about that, Budweiser. And I also saw Jason Jordan at the airport as well. Saw Jason Jordan with his girlfriend or wife, and she's a very attractive lady, I must say. So those are the three wrestlers that I saw. Dave, anything on Sasha Banks? Because I know you're a big guy, especially when it comes to autographs and wrestling.
Yeah, I've had very bad experiences. I mean, and the whole Sasha thing drives me crazy because the way it sounds like she's just trying to put the name diva back into it. It's like, because she seems like she's being a diva about it. Oh, you can't approach me. No, I mean, the same guys she has a problem with. I understand the whole, if it's late at night and she's alone, don't go up to her. I get that. But if you're in, don't come up and talk to me if I'm not scheduled to meet or talk to you. Don't come up to me at all. It's like, man, it reminds you of
offstandish. It's very offstandish.
It is, and it makes you not. You know what I love about? Here's something I seen a while, a little back when he was still in NXT. I'm sure he's still the same way. Johnny Gargano tweeted this. Someone tweeted him, "Hey, I seen you. I don't want to bother you when I seen you out in public." Johnny Gargano retweeted him. If you ever see me out, feel free to come and say hi, because anyone, I don't care. So he didn't care if he's with somebody, and I said, feel free to say hi to me. So Johnny Gargano has no problem with that.
I should have did that to Samoa Joe, right? I should have tweeted him.
Yeah, but no wonder. Yeah, but seriously, you know what? No wonder you didn't want to see Jason Jordan. Who would want to say hi to him?
You know who's a really nice guy in person? Drew McIntyre. I saw him at an airport in Florida. This is when he was, I guess, in Impact and doing independent shows. And all I'll say, guys, is he's not shorter than he's built. He is actually 6'6". He is freaking.
No, McIntyre looks like a damn hoss. Talk about someone who's changed since when he was 3MB to now. Like, he has done a body transformation like no other, man. I mean, other than Jinder Mahal.
He actually stood up to shake my hand, and well, you can imagine how that went.
He's on the sauce. I mean, maybe Jinder. I don't know about McIntyre, but maybe Jinder. Everybody meeting wrestlers on the podcast. I didn't meet him. I got lucky and saw them at the airport.
Yeah.
I've met like AJ Austin Aries and stuff like that when they were in TNA. And they were all really cool. So yeah, I mean, really cool people to talk to. Even Magnus is a really cool, approachable guy.
He was one of those guys who seemed like he seems like he'd be a complete dick, but is the exact opposite. Yeah, sounds like it. Anything else, Dave?
Yeah. I had an experience with McIntyre as well at a live event where someone got up to use the bathroom and he grabbed the mic and started talking shit while he was walking away. He's just like, we'll just sit here and wait for you to get back from the bathroom before we start our match. It was funny stuff.
What's up, Nico?
But I think that goes back to Sasha. It's like these these isolated moments where you meet the wrestlers, and who knows what day you catch them on. They could be having a good day, a bad day, but one moment's all it takes for you to kind of make that stance, you know?
What's up, GT Fangirl? How you doing tonight? Welcome everybody, man. We have a solid 50 plus people in here tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thank y'all for the support tonight. Anyone ever meet Cena? Has anybody met John Cena in here? I have never seen him. You can't see him, remember?
I haven't seen him. No. He seems like a dick in person, doesn't he? Doesn't John Cena seem like a dick in person?
I heard Rollins is a dick.
Oh man, I don't know. John Cena does seem like he'd be kind of a
all night. Who's a dick and who's not?
John Cena will give you a contract to sign before you say hello to him, like he did Nikki Bella. What's up? Thank you, Zero. Hit that follow button if you don't mind. No Spurs. I'm too heartbroken. Don't forget, everybody, follow Get the Tables podcast on Twitter. We are doing a Ricochet giveaway, everybody. A Ricochet giveaway. The T-shirt, all you got to do is retweet it or like the tweet, and you are automatically qualified to win the T-shirt. All right, so as everybody knows, Rusev has been put back into the casket match, who was originally replaced by Jericho because Lana did not want Rusev to be in it, but now is allowing Rusev to be in it. So he's replacing Jericho. Jericho has said he would be happy with any role the WWE has for him in their upcoming historic Greatest Royal Rumble event in Saudi Arabia. Speaking in this corner podcast in the first ever Undisputed Champion spoke on the recent changes in the show's casket match. He said whether they want me to be part of the Royal Rumble or work against The Undertaker or work against Funaki in a lingerie match, whatever needs to be done, I'm happy to do it. Rusev was originally scheduled to face the Deadman before being swapped out for Jericho due to comments the Bulgarian made in an interview. Since then, Jericho has been removed from the match and replaced with Rusev. Y2J will return to his spot in the 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble match. Jericho described this as a strength of his legacy, as he can come and do whatever needs to be done, whether it's main eventing a show or being part of the opening bout of the night. The Greatest Royal Rumble will air next week on the WWE Network on April 27th. So props to Jericho for just being a straight-up company guy, man. He's definitely someone that you can definitely rely on in the WWE. And I know a lot of people are, speculating that he may leave the WWE. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Probably never. So, props to Jericho for just being, I guess, classy about the whole situation. You guys have any thoughts on this?
No, Jericho, he said it perfectly. He's a great company man. And I agree with him. He's at the point in his career where he could do anything and people will tune in. Shit, I would watch Funaki versus Jericho. I think that would still draw. Although I will say this, bashing all the fun stuff we do aside, Babaruski did comment Jericho and Taker would have been the better match, but I'm happy Rusev is still getting a single feature.
Thinking Daniel Bryan wins Greatest Royal Rumble. We'll be doing our predictions on that in just a little bit. Don't forget, we will be giving a call to our boy Brandon Cantino to give his thoughts on his match last weekend. If you didn't know, Brandon Cantino is a professional kickboxer, and he had his first match in a while last weekend, and he knocked that mother effer out. I don't know what is up with all the Arab talk in here tonight. Nothing against it, but I don't understand it, and I feel like they're trolling us. If they're not, just let me know. The winner should be number one contender. They haven't announced anything other than they won a trophy, right?
Yep.
They won a trophy. Let's see. What else?
I think the is Arabic.
Arabic. Yeah, excuse me. My apologies on that. All right, so
you can't watch Rumble Friday. You're too ignorant.
The Arabs are just excited about the greatest. They might. That's very true. NXT superstar Nikki Cross, everybody. I know a lot of people were very upset that she was not called up to the main roster this past week. She was not called up during the Superstar Shakeup due to a dwindling NXT women's division. Cross is expected to become a focus of the NXT women's division following Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, and former women's champ Ember Moon all being called up. The Glasgow-born star joined Sanity in 2016, but has seemingly left the group following Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander all being drafted to SmackDown Live. Alex, your thoughts? Could this potentially hurt Nikki Cross with her being by herself and not currently with Sanity anymore?
It will definitely feel different, but I think Nikki Cross has developed such a strong foundation on her own. Between her last woman standing match with Asuka, all the crazy spots that she does, and just her general antics, I think she could do well on her own. I understand why she was kept back on NXT. I get that Baszler needs opponents, but if you're just gonna have her lose to Baszler, then no, that doesn't do anything for me to keep her on NXT. Because she's probably gonna get called up once she loses to Baszler.
Yeah. What about you, Dave?
I kind of agree with not calling her up because this past week at NXT they went with looks like they're going back with Dakota Kai versus Baszler all over again after her. So that women's division is really slim. I mean, you have Lacey Evans, who I really love, and that's about it. And Shayna Baszler. I can't think of anyone else in that division. Honestly, that's pretty bad. Oh yeah, we got Candice LeRae. My bad, I forgot about her. But and Vega's gone too, so she's another one who wasn't really wrestling, but still she's gone as well. They just lost Absolution not that long ago. You know, I mean, they lost the squad.
My dream stable would have been Paige, Ruby Riott, and Nikki Cross.
Oh, that would have been a damn good one. I agree with you on that.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, look for Nikki Cross to be on NXT just for a little bit longer. I'm just surprised they're going to kind of differentiate her from her being with Sanity. How do you find us on YouTube? You type in "Get the Tables Podcast" on YouTube, and you will find us right now. We're live right now. I think we got we got a total of 3 live viewers on YouTube, and we have over total views on Periscope tonight, over 1,600. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are killing it tonight. Thank you for all of your guys' support. Don't forget, at Get the Tables Podcast, we are doing a Ricochet giveaway for a T-shirt. All you got to do is like or retweet the tweet, and you will be automatically qualified. And the giveaway is tomorrow night after Impact Redemption. Alex, if you don't mind typing in the Twitter, in the scope, the YouTube channel, so Brandon's wife can find it. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate that. Dolph Ziggler, everybody, teases leaving WWE. Dolph Ziggler has continued to tease the possibility of him leaving the WWE and has denied reports he has resigned with the company. The Show refuted claims during WrestleMania week that he had signed a new contract in February for $1.5 million a year. Ziggler's current contract expires this summer, with Ziggler saying not to believe the earlier reports. I would love to get into stuff more, but based on the internet, they told you I'd resign, and I have not. Dolph also explained his recent absence following his U.S. title win at last year's Clash of Champions. It seems that 99 times out of 100 I would lose. I didn't think I deserved to be on TV. I didn't think I deserved to be on the TV show if I was someone that was losing every night. He told me all the things Wrestling Radio podcast. I asked to be taken off. I was hoping for maybe 6 months or a year, and it ended up being 4 weeks. Dolph captured the U.S. title in December last year, but vacated it next SmackDown, and he returned during the Royal Rumble, entering number 30. More recently, he was drafted to Raw and is now teamed with Drew McIntyre. So I don't know what to believe. He was supposed to he has re-signed. Now he hasn't. So, I mean, does anybody care? I don't think anybody cares. Do you care, Dave?
I know Justin is saying, I don't mind about Dolph Ziggler. I hope he goes away forever. That'd be Justin.
What about you, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's really hard to care. Like he said, and we've all said, all he does is lose. And if nothing comes out of this McIntyre pairing, then yeah, let him leave.
Thank you again, everybody, for the solid support tonight. And if you're following us on YouTube, thank you.
He has his hands in things like acting and comedy and all that stuff. I'm sure he's ready to move on.
Well, and their Raw tag division could use them anyway as a tag team because their tag division got raided on the freaking shakeup. It really did. I mean, they lost. I mean, why can't it be equal? I mean, last year it seemed like SmackDown got raided and lost all their good talent. This year it seems like Raw got raided and lost all their good talent.
It seems like, to me, I think it was more equal this year. I think both sides, for the most part, got an even exchange. I think we would have to go more in depth on it, but I think it's not as lopsided as it was last year. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree about the tag division, but I think when you have already Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I think they could be the top heel tag team on Raw. And I'd love to see Drew McIntyre go singles.
All right, Zero, thank you for joining us, and hope to see you back. All right, so while I was in New Orleans during WrestleCon, when I got back to the hotel that night, a lot of people, I believe it was Red Sox fan who brought it up in the chat, if I'm not mistaken, about Harry Smith son of Davey Boy Smith, and Jake Roberts getting into a little altercation over at WrestleCon. Apparently, Davey Boy threw hot coffee. Okay, Bob Ruski as well. Threw hot coffee at Jake Roberts. Well, Davey Boy Smith is wanted by the police after throwing coffee in Jake Roberts' face at WrestleCon earlier this month. The incident took place as Jake was signing autographs. A representative for the New Orleans Police Department gave his statement. He said, investigating a simple battery incident that occurred on April 7th. The victim told police that about 11 a.m. he was signing autographs at the location when he was approached by a known subject, later identified as Harry Smith. The victim told police he attempted to shake hands with Smith, at which time a verbal argument ensued. Smith then allegedly threw a cup of coffee at the victim's face and fled the scene. No major injuries were reported by the victim. In an interview with WrestleZone, the former WWE Tag Champion admitted throwing the coffee, saying that Roberts refused to apologize for comments made about Smith's father, the British Bulldog, on various podcasts. Roberts told Smith to fuck off, and he refused to leave the venue and settle it with a fight, according to Smith's interview. After throwing the coffee, Smith said Jake and his daughter were acting inappropriate and wanted to start a scene. So there you go. That's pretty much all that happened at that time. That's crazy. Interesting. I'm not sure what Jake Roberts actually said, but Davey Boy would kill Jake Roberts. So
yeah. Tony, by the way,
yes.
People are asking us on YouTube when we're going to start doing videos. Do you want to just start now or save it for Tuesday?
What are you talking about?
For the YouTube stream, like people are asking if we, instead of the audio, that we do video.
Yeah, we'll start doing that on Tuesday for sure. Tuesday we will start doing video as well as audio.
I'll let them know.
So hopefully audio is coming in on good on YouTube. Seems like it's doing well on Periscope. In about 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to be giving a call to Brandon, do a little interview with him, and then we'll do our predictions for the Greatest Royal Rumble and our predictions for tomorrow night's Impact Redemption. Let's see. Oh,
Hey, can we get some comments on this Davey Boy thing?
go ahead.
Okay. I don't have no problem. I think Davey Boy's in the right. I think Jake's just looking for a payday probably. And come on, Davey Boy Jr. saved someone from committing suicide. Doesn't he deserve a pass? I mean, seriously, he saved someone's life.
So he called his dad a piece of shit. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
Or is there more to
That's
it?
what the report's saying.
Yes, Budweiser. We're watching the Impact tomorrow. Yes.
That's what the report's saying.
And I think Davey Boy Jr. deserves a pass. I mean, seriously, he saved someone's life. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I get. Yeah, I mean, assault is assault, but
If the police want to go to Japan, let them try.
it's messed up to talk down on someone who's dead. Yeah, if you talk, that's pretty shitty. If you're gonna talk shit about someone who's dead and they can't, defend
Let
themselves.
alone the guy's father. Yeah.
Yeah, them fighting words in Texas. That's getting a gun pulled out and you shot in Texas. That's what's gonna happen.
That's fighting words anywhere, man. You talk about
Yeah.
some father, especially a deceased, forget about it.
Damn, I'm not gonna stream it for you, Budweiser, but we're gonna do a post show. We're gonna be doing a post show right after it's over. So if you don't want to pay for it, we'll be talking about it. But speaking of Impact, our favorite Impact wrestler of the show, Scott Steiner, everybody, had an interesting press conference media call during the week. If you guys want to hear it, it's all over wrestling news, but let's just go over a little bit of what happened. Impact Wrestling superstar Scott Steiner has lashed out at Hulk Hogan, overweight people, and Mexican people during a press conference this past week in an effort to build momentum for the company's upcoming Redemption pay-per-view, which is tomorrow night. And yes, we will be doing a post show after the show is over. Steiner said how opponents LAX would be mowing his lawn after their match. He said Trump wants to kick out all the Mexicans, but who's going to cut the grass? Seriously, that's a legitimate question. He also said Steiner, who will team with Eli Drake, also complained about former chairman Dixie Carter, calling her a dumbass for hiring Hulk Hogan, who he called a racist. He also said she was the reason for the company's decline. The WCW champion said he thought overweight people who referred to as fat asses were tough because they are used to being abused. Jesus Lord. He also said, believe it or not, as crazy as it sounds, most fat guys don't like to be called fat asses. Are you kidding me? How can you not call a fat guy fat ass? So, yeah, that was an interesting press conference media call for Scott Steiner. Any thoughts, Alex?
I mean, it's Scott Steiner doing Scott Steiner things, but I just said it. But it's clear that Impact told him, "Hey, here's an open mic, create some controversy, give us some buzz." And even though the content is a whole different thing, it created a buzz. Positive or negative, that's one thing, but it still created a buzz.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this dude, and the funny thing is, too, he also said that he's still asked about the money promo. That when I saw him put that made me chuckle. What about you, Dave? Any thoughts on this while I get up? Brandon, I'm going to be calling you in just a second, bro.
It's just Scott Steiner at all. I don't think they even said create country. I think it was just Scott Steiner talking how he does. Just Scott Steiner. I was watching some of that Twitch stuff Impact was doing, and Josh went up to him to say, hey, can I get an interview? And he's like, no, dumbass, get away from me. And Josh legitimately got scared and ran off because he thought Scott Steiner was going to beat his ass right there. So, you just never know. He's funny enough, he's a loose cannon. It really is. You never know who you're going to get. It's just how he is.
Are you surprised that didn't get as much backlash as it should have? Because imagine if someone in the WWE said that.
Well, that's the key. It's not WWE, and they're not.
I understand that, but it's still. No.
Don't get me wrong. Like kayfabe or not, it's obviously still controversial. But I'm not justifying. But I think because people know it's Scott Steiner, they're just looking at it with a grain of salt.
Like just giving him a little bit of a pass.
Or maybe because not too many people know about it because they don't really follow Impact. So maybe they don't know nothing against it, but I'm just saying maybe it's not getting that much buzz really because Scott Steiner on an Impact Wrestling media call isn't really generating a lot of buzz. Maybe for what's up?
Well, look who it is, everybody. Brandon, the Mechanic Catino, is here live with us tonight. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, no problem. Everybody knows this man as the Mechanic in the chat room.
What's up?
As everybody knows, last week he had his first fight in quite some time, and he was successful. You're not going to be able to see him. You can see him live on YouTube. If you go to Get the Tables podcast on YouTube, you'll be able to see him live, but you'll just be able to hear the audio on Periscope. Give us some of the rundown of your training, the workout plan, the eating, and how that went for you.
All right. First off, again, I just want to say thank you guys for having me. I know this is a wrestling show, and I'm a kickboxer, but just want everybody to know that I am a big time wrestling fan. I remember talking with you, Tony, before when we did our favorite wrestlers list, and I had told you about MVP and how MP kind of had a big impact in my life. So I just want you to know, even though I kickbox, wrestling is still a part of it. Going through my entrance, how I am with the fans. Like I said, it's a sport, but it's still entertainment and what I do, and I try to be entertaining to the fans. So I don't want anybody to think oh man, what's this guy doing on a wrestling show and everything like that.
Oh yes, very yes. Brandon knows his stuff about wrestling, but he is a big fan of the show, and we're very supportive of him. So we had to have him on. You gotta let him, brag a little bit about his fight last week. Alex, Dave, you got anything for him before we get into the fight that happened last weekend?
How happy must you be to be able to sleep normal and eat whatever you want after the fight, man?
I mean, I actually, it does feel good where I don't have to restrict myself anymore. So like, kind of this whole week, I kind of been, just I've been good. Like I really haven't like pigged out. But like, if I'm like hungry or something, and I'm like, oh, I feel like I crave this, I kind of eat it now. So I don't think about it.
Is anything planned in the future, or right now you're just taking it day by day?
Right now, I mean, I'm healthy. I'm free. Hopefully, I'm looking to either have something either in June or July. I know July is definitely what I'm looking for. But talking to the promoter from last week, he told me that he might be doing another show in June. So he wants me on that one. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if my coaches approve these two guys that I had in mind, and then just to see if the promoter gets that date in June. Because if he gets that date in June, then it's gonna happen. Because word is that he wants it to be a title fight. So I'm gonna try to get my first. I'm gonna try to get my first professional championship if I can.
Okay, all right, dang.
Last question. Word on the Twitter is that you're gonna be at Backlash.
Yes, man. I'm gonna be at Backlash. I have purchased my tickets like back in January.
Nice.
So I'm already ready for that.
Well, we'll have to meet up, man. We'll have to shoot a Periscope together.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, we can find out, where we're all gonna be sitting at, and we can definitely set something up.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 special correspondents live at Backlash this coming month. So hopefully you guys definitely follow Brandon. I'm sure he'll live tweet as much as he can while he is at Backlash. Dave, you have any questions for Mr. Brandon Catino?
Yeah, I mean, I want to ask you more questions about the fight, but I guess we can go right into that when you want to.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm open, man. Yeah, ask me whatever you want.
When you were getting ready for that knockout, did you see something before that on the guy? Like, okay, he's kind of leaning one side, he's holding down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do understand what you mean. A lot of people are asking me that because the way how the sequence ended was he threw a round kick at me, I caught it, and then I just stepped and I just threw my right hand. And like some people were asking me if that's something I was like looking for, because I think in the first round, I think he threw a kick at me, and I think I tried to catch it as well. But to be honest with you, man, it was just all instinct. Like nothing was something where I saw. It was just I saw him through the kick, I caught it, and then I just threw my right hand. Like it was just instinct. It wasn't really me thinking about it, like, oh, I'm setting this up or anything like that. It was just I just saw it and I just went.
All right.
Fight, did you notice like him like kind of like some weaknesses you're noticing during the fight? Like, okay, that's too much.
Nah, like all right, so really I want you guys to know this guy actually who I fought, I was supposed to fight him last October, but then the whole thing fell through where all my fights got scrapped and everything. So me and him actually had some beef going on, or should I say he had beef going on because he was the one that was running his mouth. But the thing is though, I've seen him fight 3 times in person. So I kind of knew how he was. I was really just trying to get his rhythm and like see what he does. Like that first round, because I knew he throws a lot of kicks, which is what he was doing the first round. So I was kind of just trying to get my timing on it. And then, man, the second round came. I just knew I was like, all right, I got this guy. Let's just go out there and just smash him. And then of course he threw a kick. I caught it, and then you saw the ending.
One more last question. I want to get your take on something else. Like CM Punk's going into his next fight coming up, and I want to know, what do you think his chances are against this guy coming up in whenever it is in Chicago?
Hey man, it's the fight game. Everybody has a chance. It's one of those things where it's like you really don't know what's going on because you're not in the gym with him. So I really can't say, oh, it's like a 25% chance, it's a 50% chance, because I don't know how he's training. I do know he is with a good camp, like a good team. Like, you know, Duke Rufus is a good coach, a real good striking coach, you know. So, I mean, it's just one of those things was like, you don't really know how much progression he has made in the gym. You know, so
how many years have you
I
been doing
continue.
this? And
me personally, me personally, training. Man, like I've been doing this since I was a little kid. So definitely like 20 years.
Yeah, CM Punk's been doing this what, 3 or 4 years? I mean, were you ready for your first fight in 4 years?
Well, I mean, dude. To be honest with you, man, like these guys here, like that you watch in the UFC, a lot of them are kind of like CM Punk, where it's kind of is like, oh, they've only been training for like 2 years, and then boom, they're fighting. Like what's the dude's name? The guy, like the heavyweight of Francis Ngannou. I think he's only been doing this for like 3 years, and you already saw, man, he already fought for a title. You know, like say it's everybody is different. Some people pick up on things quickly and they'll skyrocket. Some people, you know, they gotta put in that work.
And I think we can all agree that Punk kind of rushed into the match, at least his first match. I don't think he had the right amount of training to jump into a professional match. And I know the guy he was supposedly supposed to face was a rookie himself, but he had a lot more experience than Punk did.
Like I mean, that guy he fought had fights. Like that's the thing. Like CM Punk has had 0 fights. Like I mean, he had no amateur fights, no pro fights. The guy he fought had amateur fights, and that was his 3rd professional fight going against CM Punk. So I mean, like CM Punk kind of did have a tough opponent. Like it wasn't really your ideal first opponent, like somebody who's 0-0 as well as you, because that's usually what you try to do. You want to try to match yourself up where it's somebody who has the same experience, same record as you in your first fight. But they didn't do that.
I was just gonna say, do you consider as a mixed martial artist someone coming at what he was like 35 when he started trying to do fighting? Is that like? Mm-hmm. Do you take that as an insult? Like, oh, you think you can just come in here and fight and just win, and is that easy? Is that insulting to you?
To be honest with you, with me, no, because I mean, like you gotta think everybody's different, but to me, no. Like I tell adults this all the time, and there's actually one of my students. She had hit me up. She was with me at my after party, and she had brought up to me because she's 38 and she was talking about fighting, and I told her that there really is no age. Like I was telling her about this woman. They call her the grandma, the MMA grandma. Like I think she's in her 50s and she does amateur MMA fights. It's like she's like 52, 53, fighting like 20-year-olds and everything like that. And you know, I think she has an all right record. I don't know exactly what her record is, but I think she has some wins. She has some losses. But it's like, you know, everybody, you know, if you really got the drive for it, you can do it. You know, it's just that you got to put in the work.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about someone getting pushed to the top, like in that position? Does that make people kind of resent him a little bit, you think?
All right. So really what you're saying is somebody having their first professional fight in the UFC. That's really what you're talking about, right?
Big pay-per-view. I mean, that has to be resenting to someone like you who's been doing this for 20 years, you said.
Hey, man, props to him, man. He's getting his money. You know, it's like I mean, hey, you gotta think about it, man. For them, it's a business. He's gonna bring people over. Like I've been through this, man. When this first happened, I was fine with it. Like I'm like, hey, man, props to him. UFC wanted to sign him. They wanted to put him out like that. He wanted it. Hey, kudos to him, man. He's living his dream.
So Brandon,
you know,
I got 2 questions for you, man. Oh, sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
All right,
finish up, Dave.
Okay. One last thing. I'll let Axe go with you. Okay, after he loses, which I think he will, when will you sign up to be his third loss to give his third loss?
Wait, say that again.
When are you going to sign up to give him his third loss?
Wait, I'm sorry. All I heard you say was something about third loss.
When are you going to sign up to CM Punk his third loss?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
He's just a kickboxer. All right, Alex, go ahead.
Yeah. Plus two. Wait. I was gonna say +2 CM Punk. He isn't in my weight class either. He's a weight class above me.
Oh, Rizzy. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, your 2 questions, and then I'll wrap it up.
Oh, Dave, you have anything else to say to me? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Go for it. I asked him a lot anyway, so go ahead.
So Brandon, like just finishing up on Punk. So here we are, his second match. He lost already. Do you think that this match will generate the same buzz as it did for his first match? Because I remember when this was happening, like it did create an increased viewership, increased buyership. Do you think that now he's going in 0-1 and based on his previous performance, he will generate a similar buzz to his previous match?
I want to say yeah, because I mean, one you got to think about it's his second fight. If your box office about like I mean, I kind of want to say look at Brock Lesnar, look at Ronda Rousey. They were big stars. Even after their losses, they came back. They were still drawing. But then I want to think about, though they still have a track record of winning, he still doesn't. But that's why I think I want to say people still are intrigued to see, okay, how much better has he gotten? How much progression has he made? And let's see if he's better than how he was his last time out. +2, it's in Chicago. That's supposed to be his area. So I think the place will be sold out for him. And then hopefully, like the surrounding areas of bars and everything will just get a whole bunch of people that just want to come out and order it, or, people at home.
Okay.
No, I can only imagine a crowd live for Punk that night. It's going to be insane.
Last question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pork roll or Taylor ham?
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Say that again?
Pork roll or Taylor ham? What part of Jersey are you from?
I gotta say pork roll.
I agree. What part of Jersey are you from?
I live in Central Middlesex County, East Brunswick area.
You're 20 minutes from me. I live in Bridgewater.
Okay, all right, yeah. Actually, I was actually supposed to meet up with a buddy of mine at the Bridgewater Commons Mall. We were supposed to hit up the Shake Shack the other day, but it just didn't happen.
Bridgewater. Well, I'll be damned. Look at this.
Bridgewater Commons is overpriced, man. Trust me. I go to Brunswick for everything, honestly. I mean, I went to Rutgers.
Okay, okay.
And I work in Summit right now at Overlook Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, small world. I grew up in Jersey City. I'm mostly in Newark. But sometimes on the weekends I'm up in Brunswick, so we got to meet up, man. Shit.
Yep, welcome to Tinder.
Oh, man.
One day you might send one of your opponents to Alex. You never know.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna do videos Tuesday. I don't want to be rocking a black eye or anything.
All right. So I saw your weigh-in with that guy. Got pretty intense. Got face to face. How close were you to punching in his face? How close were you wanting to punch him?
Nah, you know what? All right, so I have to take the blame for that one. Like, I was one who actually kind of started that whole weigh-in fiasco, because so back to what I was saying before. Like I said, me and him, we were supposed to fight in October, and then I think I found out that I was fighting him like on 4 weeks notice, which is what he did, because I didn't know I was fighting him until I saw the contract and I saw his name, and I hit up my agent saying like, yo, what's going on? What happened to my original guy? So basically, like, I went on social media and he basically was like, oh, this guy's a fraud. He's only fighting me because I'm taking this on 4 weeks notice. So he was basically running his mouth this entire lead up to the fight, calling me a fraud, calling me a punk, saying that I'm going to be exposed, how I don't really want to fight. And he was like making fun of like the poster that they had created of me and him, because I guess they must have like chopped like my head off a little bit. So he was like making fun of that, saying like, I'm gonna knock my opponent's head off and all this stuff. So basically, man, like when we got to weigh-ins, now you gotta remember, me and him, we actually weighed in 2 times, or should I say we did a weigh-in post 2 times, because on Friday, me and him weighed in, just me and him, because we're the pros, so pros only get to weigh in the day before. So we did a normal standoff and we were fine. But then on this one, as you guys see, he actually like gets up in my face for the pose. So I'm just like, okay. And then that's when I just straight told him, I was like, yo, we're gonna find out tonight who's the real fraud. You're gonna get like somebody's gonna get exposed tonight, and it's gonna be you. And we just stared at each other, and that's when you saw the promoter push him away. But to answer your question though, I was nowhere near to hitting him. I was cool. I was cool and calm in the moment. I was just letting him know what was gonna happen tonight. Because I don't know. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if you guys like watched it on Fight TV, but after the fight, you'll see me walking across, and I even went to the camera. I just kept on asking, "Who's the fraud now? Who's the fraud now?" That's what I said when the fight was over. That's all I kept on saying. Who's the fraud now?
That's what's up. That's what's up. That is what's up. That is what. That's WWE right there. That's WWE taking over him right there.
Exactly. Dude, but the crazy thing is though, like he came up to me and he started asking for a rematch. And I'm like, dude, get out of here, man. I just knocked you out. Like, get out of here. I'm not trying to give you no rematch.
Now, when you hit him, did it feel like a knockout punch? Did you feel like it had a momentum behind it, or were you just
no, like I have heard this that usually like when you catch somebody and you get them, you don't really feel it. Like it's just like a normal punch. And I want to say, yeah, when I caught him, I didn't really feel it. I just saw him drop, and I was like, oh, I don't think he's gonna get up. And then like I just watched the ref count him, and like when he kind of rolled over, I was like, oh, it's over. He's not getting up.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Well, your wife sent the clip to me, and it didn't look like you swung hard or it was a big old roundup. It looked like a counter punch, and you just caught him good.
That's it, man. It's just all about technique plus speed equals power. That's what I tell all my students. Technique plus speed equals power. That's all it was, man. That was just nice technique with some speed, and there's the power. His lights went out.
Okay, so now what did you work on the most during training? Was it your stamina? Certain things that you needed to work on, maybe striking. What did you work on the most?
Okay. All right. So really the two main things for this fight was conditioning, because I just always want to make sure that I'm in good condition. And the second thing was actually power. Like I was really hitting the bag as well, because I was like, you know what, man, I'm just going to crack this guy, because I think what we just had a feeling where we just didn't think that he had the heart to kind of stand with me. It's just like, hey, if I touch him one time, he's gonna look for a way out. And you kind of saw that in that second round. I caught him with a hook. He went stumbling, put him on the ropes. He grabbed to clinch me, and then boom, you saw the ending. Like that was it. Like here.
I gotta give you props, man. It was a beautiful counter punch to the face. I'm very proud of you, man.
We all are.
I was a little worried. I know it was your first fight in quite some time. And
yeah, man, 15 months. 15 months. That's what it was. It was a 15-month layoff.
Yeah, and I know you are trying to get back into the ring, and you've been trying, and stuff's just been happening to you. And it was cool that your wife was able to send me the clip. That was very cool of her as well. And I appreciate you being involved with this and being supportive.
Fight for your dreams.
Yep, and it was an honor to wear your shirt on Tuesday night. And
I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man. I was just very shocked at how quick I got that damn shirt. It was seemed like it was next day delivery, and I had it. So it was very, very, very cool for y'all.
Yeah. Because I think originally, I think they said that you weren't going to get it till Monday.
Yeah, I got it. I think I got it the day of your fight. To be honest with you, I got it that day.
That is when you got it. Yeah.
And I was gonna wear it that night, but I was like, you know what? I doubt Brandon's gonna be in the show because he's gonna be partying it up. So I'll wear it on Tuesday.
Yeah, man. After party was good. Yeah, I did want to try to come in on the show on Saturday, but it was just like, man, you know what? Let me just go.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Shower and celebrate.
You're crazy. Go party, man. Just go celebrate. That's a huge win for you. Now, question for you. You willing to call in after Backlash and give us your live thoughts of how the show was?
Yeah, man. Of course. I'm definitely willing to call in. Yeah, like I said, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be hanging out probably with Alex for a little bit. So yeah, man, we'll be good to go.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Brandon. If you don't mind dropping your Twitter handle in our chat room, because there was a couple of people asking for your Twitter handle in the chat room.
Yeah, my Twitter handle, it's B Coutinho. That's CUTTINO TSMA. So it's the letter B as in boy, and then my last name CUTTINO TSMA.
Yep, go follow him there. Are you still selling shirts?
Unfortunately, no, I'm not. I ran out, but I'm trying to get my other shirt. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but like when I was in the ring, I had a different shirt on than the ones that you guys have. Mm-hmm. So I might be trying to get those shirts out to come back as well. You know, that way, you know, like I said, it kind of have. Say, man, you know, like I said, man, it's just like wrestling, man. You're trying to have that merchandise. You know, you're trying to have different. You're trying to have different shirts out there. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get that shirt available for my next fight. And then, like I said, I'll let you guys know about it and everything like that.
Nice.
All right, sounds good, man.
Last thing, man. Since you're a Middlesex County guy, how many brown people do you see on an average day?
Oh, no, I see. I'm not gonna lie. I see a good amount. I have a good amount of students that are like that. Yeah, man, dude. Some of them are my favorites, man. I got a good amount.
Well,
but actually, wait. Before I go, I want to ask you guys a question. Remember, I want to know: did any of you guys respond back to that to that tweet I had quoted to you guys? Because I thought maybe one of you guys might be good for that.
If anybody would be good for that, I think it would be Alex, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm saying I just came across it and I just thought, you know what, maybe somebody from you guys would maybe want to do that because like I said, they're all over the place. Like I don't know exactly what they would want you guys to do, but I just saw, hey, they wanted a reporter for wrestling. I was like, hey, maybe one of these guys might want to do that. You know, a little side hustle.
No, thank you, man. You know how it is. Anything to make that paper.
Yes, very much appreciated. And thank you again for joining us on the show. And don't forget everybody to follow him. He'll be joining us when he is at Backlash when it ends. Can't wait.
Like I said, man, I'll probably be doing some scoping. Hopefully maybe before, like while I'm there, like walking around or something like that. And then yeah, you know, I'll definitely try to, you know, call in after the show.
Where are you by the way, man?
Dude, off the top of my head, I don't exactly remember. I want to say, I think I'm in like section 11.
Okay. Wow.
That's what I want to say. I want to say section because I think I'm on the because I wanted to be because my buddy who I'm going with, last time we went to SmackDown, we were like behind the ring announcers, like off to the right, and we couldn't see the entrances. So he wanted to make sure that we could see the entrances this time. So I picked it where I think like if you come out on the entrance, you look to your left, we're right there. So I think we're like section 11. I just got to look at the tickets again.
So basically, the two tickets that I'm either going to get is either right behind, floor right behind the ring announcers. It's looking to be, or either that, or we're going to get like a box seat. So if we get the box seats, I'll definitely invite you. I mean, yes, there's security, but anyone can go up there. So if you want to pop your head in for a bit, please. It's a great view.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, definitely. Like I said, man, just let me know. And then also too, I know you plan on doing Mania, right?
Oh, you best believe it, brother. Next year, man.
Looks like we're gonna have a big get the tables.
I think me and I think the architect plan is on coming down too. I know I got my buddy from Atlanta. He's coming up. So I know me and him are gonna do NXT. I think Mania, and we're doing Raw. He wants to do all three of those.
Oh, Red Sox fan is gonna be there. Architect.
So I know me and the architect, I think, are trying to sit together. So I'm saying, Alex, you want to try to jump in? Well, there's two that way we can all get a whole crew going, you know, being in the same row and everything.
I think that would make the experience even more greater. So yeah, once as the tickets get out, let's all coordinate and let's make this happen. I'd love to go.
All right, man. Cool.
All right. Well, Brandon, appreciate you coming on. Happy that you won, and just keep us updated on whenever your next fight may be.
Will do, man. All right, man. I will catch the rest of the show in the chat room. You guys have a good one, all right?
You
And
too,
keep
my
doing
friend.
what you're doing, man. I love that you guys are on Periscope. Love how you're now in the YouTube. I love how you're making website. Now all we need, man, we just need you to get these shirts. Talk to my man Bob
I
so we can
talked
get
to
these
him, my
shirts
friend.
out.
I just emailed him right before the show, man, and I gotta thank you for getting in touch for him. For
All right,
us. I appreciate that, man.
and then, like I said, man, we got to get you a theme song, man. I'm sorry, my man Dan is slacking. I haven't seen the guy, and I tried to get my other music buddy, but he hasn't responded back to me and Carissa. So I don't know. I might be out on that one, but maybe I might try to find somebody else for you guys if possible.
All right, man. Just let us know, and I appreciate all the help you're giving us, man. Appreciate that.
All right, man. You guys have a good one. Take it easy.
You too, man. Appreciate it. And the trolls are out tonight. Again, everybody, thank you guys for sticking around. I know we don't usually talk mixed martial arts on the show, but I figured, hey, you know what? Our boy Brandon's a big supporter of our show, and we had to get him on the show to interview him and get his thoughts. So appreciate you guys sticking around. Appreciate everybody. We had up to 10 viewers at one point on YouTube. So thank you everybody for joining YouTube, subscribing to us. We really do appreciate all the support. Like I said, go to our Get the Tables on Twitter and like our tweet. Just like it, retweet it, whatever you want, please. And you'll be qualified to win this Ricochet t-shirt.
Yeah, look at seriously, Mr. I'm gonna come up to my box seats.
What?
Box seat. Come up to my
Yeah,
box seat.
look at Ali. I'm the $1 million ant according to Red Sox, and this guy's gonna have box seats.
Guys,
Yeah.
Golden Maharaja is not a gimmick. It's a real life thing.
Goodness gracious. All right, so let's get back to some wrestling talk, shall we? So, tomorrow night, everybody, as everybody is well aware of, we have Impact Wrestling Redemption, everybody. And Dave and I will be live talking Redemption post-show right after the show is over. I'm going to get up all the matches right now.
Hey, if Alex,
What's up?
I think he wanted to watch. He wants to wait to jump in, or he.
Yeah, because I'm watching it as a God. This is the first pay-per-view I've watched in years, so I feel like I wouldn't be able to contribute anything except just an initial viewer response.
Okay, let me get all the how much is Impact pay-per-view on Fight TV. It was $40. It was $40. All right, so the matches for tomorrow night's card are Tyra Valkyrie versus Kiera Hogan, Aerostar versus Drago, Tajiri Ishimori versus Desmond Alexander versus El Hijo del Fantasma versus Brian Cage versus DJ Z and versus my boy Trevor Lee. Also, we got Ali versus Su Yung for the Women's Impact Knockouts Championship.
Tony,
We have yes.
it's Desmond Alexander.
Did I say Alexander? Excuse me, Desmond Xavier. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We got Ali versus Su Yung for the Impact Knockouts Championship. We have Ohio versus Everything. Dave Christ, Jay Christ, and our fan favorite Sami Callihan taking on Tommy Dreamer, Moose, and Eddie Edwards in a House of Hardcore match. We also have, I'm sorry, Chris. Did I say Christ? Golly, Chris. I'm butchering names left and right. I apologize. We also have the tag team championship match, which is the Latin Exchange. Santana and Ortiz taking on Eli Drake and Scott Steiner. We also have Matt Seidel versus Petey Williams for the X Division Championship. This is Williams' Feast or Fire X Division title match. And then the main event of the evening, everybody, Austin Aries taking on Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix in the Triple Threat Impact World Championship match. Now, Dave, out of these 8 matches, taking out the Triple Threat title match, because obviously that's going to probably be the most, the match everybody's looking forward to. Which other match do you think may steal the show tomorrow night?
Well, I gotta go with the match with my guy Desmond Xavier and all those guys. Those guys are probably killing it too, I think. Man, that's a match I'm really looking forward to. That and the Drago and Aerostar match should be really good.
Okay. All right. Aerostar versus Drago has been added to the match card as a part of, I guess, the Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling friendship. Now we have Austin Aries, Pentagon Jr., and Rey Fenix in the triple threat main event for the title. If you would have to pick a winner, Alex, who do you got?
All right, for which match?
The triple threat main event.
I think Aries might drop it because now there's more crossover with Impact and Lucha, right?
It seems like I think Adam Baum, our big supporter of the show, told me or told us in the chat that Pentagon has signed on for 2 extra tapings after the show. So looks like he's sticking around a little bit. So maybe Pentagon Jr. picks up the title. We're not very sure on that, but it does look like Lucha and and Impact have a working relationship.
I seen that Pentagon is being advertised for a special show they're going to do sometime in June.
Impact's getting a crap load of partnerships. I think Desmond versus Ishimori. Ishimori will be the sneaky best. Well, they're in a fatal. They're in a 6-way match. Anyone else subscribe to GWN? Does anybody in here subscribe to the GWN? I don't think so.
Nope.
Impact needs to close its doors? Oh, no. You need to watch Impact. You've been missing out. It's been actually really good.
So let me
last couple of weeks.
something, since you guys are the Impact guys. I asked Dave this earlier. Given that you guys have been watching Impact for a while with the goods and the bads, how important is the success of this show as opposed to any of the other previous pay-per-views they've had recently? Given the current changes that's been going through, how important is it really?
Basically, Bob. Basically, it is. The crowd is dead and the Knockouts division is tired and slow. You haven't been watching Impact lately. That's totally the opposite. I mean, I kind of agree with the women's division. I think so, because especially what you've had with the way things have turned around, and it seems like a lot of people have been more positive towards Impact Wrestling. I mean, look at you. You're going to be watching the show tomorrow night.
Exactly.
So I think it is important that they do have a good show, that it's a solid show from top to bottom, and, you know, it gets you wanting to actually pay for these, because to be honest, we're very, very spoiled with the WWE Network. You know, these $60 pay-per-views, we don't pay anymore. We only have to pay up to what, everybody? $9.99. So, you know, with these Impact in wrestling pay-per-views, you actually have to go to your wallet and spend, you know, a nice chunk of change, which, you know, is not relevant anymore with WWE. So
Right.
I think they need to have a nice showing. I think it's very smart with the whole Patron situation. They threw in the 2 hottest guys from Lucha Underground on the main event. And then also you get, you know, I'm not very high on the tag title match. Like, I don't see what why are we going to get a Latin American Exchange versus Eli Drake and Scott Steiner? As much as everybody knows, as big fans of Scott Steiner as we are in the show, we all have our inside joke with him. But this match doesn't interest me. The House of Hardcore match, yeah, it's a hardcore match, should be good. The Impact title match, I know Red Sox fan is very high on Sue Young. I know Alex has said his thoughts on her as well, but I'm not a big fan of this Allie character. Everybody says that this Allie chick is a really good wrestler. And I haven't seen any of her indie matches, so I can't really say she's not. But what I see on Impact is not anything great. So I'm not really high on this match. 6-way match will be great. I'm sure the Aerostar Drago match will be good. And I'm not very high on Taya Valkyrie either.
I don't think
I know. What is exactly the hype of Taya Valkyrie?
Oh, by the way, guys, we're at 3,200. We're almost at 3,300 viewers. So thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you very, very much. Ali is better than Bliss. I'll give you that.
The big difference is they're giving us this girl Allie who's only supposedly been wrestling for 4 or 5 years or 3 years.
How about this? Is it fair to say, I know Red Sox fan is going to say no. Yeah, I know Taya has lucha loyalty, but I just don't see very much in why people are so high on her. I say Bliss is better than Allie on the mic, but Allie is a way better wrestler than Bliss. Is that fair to say?
I think Cherry Bomb's way better than both of them. That's who everyone really wants to see is Cherry Bomb, not this made-up person who's been wrestling for 2 or 3 years, Allie, supposedly. I mean, I don't know. I personally would rather see, I've said it for a long time, and you and Justin know this person. I've been really pushing to see Allie, or Cherry Bomb, not this Allie character, because Cherry Bomb, I mean, Courtney Rush, who was Rosemary, and Cherry Bomb had some of the classic feuds on the independents. I mean, like, holy crap, they had some great matches.
Well, you guys know how I feel about these dark gimmicks, so you know
Okay,
Rosemary's my woman.
Yeah,
well, Impact is supposed to start traveling. Love your stream, not a fan of the hat. Hey, thanks, Pats Nation. Appreciate it. Hey, if you're new to the show, you don't know exactly what's behind the whole John Cena hat. It's a big inside joke. But in all honesty, though, everybody, it's kind of a comfortable hat. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of comfortable. It's just a gimmick. It's a whole WrestleMania stuff. So if you're new to the show, you're not gonna get it. But once you start, joining more often, you'll see what the John Cena reference is.
Or wait till we finish discussing everything on the show and we're just shooting and rambling. Then you'll start to realize.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of people talking bad about HBK too as well.
Once the show is over, of course.
One question for Tony. Really quick, can you move closer to the camera because we can't see the hat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
I want to see Samoa Joe instead. Can you take off the hat? I like Joe.
Hey, come on. Can I get some props for framing the picture and hanging it up on the wall?
That's a Joe portrait, I will say.
I think, this was probably my best purchase of WrestleMania during the whole weekend was this Samoa Joe drawing with his signature. Yeah, Bliss, I drew it. I drew this. No, I bought this. I forgot what the guy's name is. He's the painter for the WWE, the Rob guy. I can't think of his name. But he has his own Twitter and everything. He was selling them $50. I think that was a bargain for a drawing that he hand drew and got it signed. I thought that was a bargain and a half. So, yeah,
I think back to Impact, I'm going in that match with an open mind for Allie, which I hate when she was Cherry Bomb, but Allie and Su Yung, because I can't say Su Young's great because I've only seen her have these squash matches. I haven't really seen nothing that says, wow, she's like the best woman wrestler, I've ever seen, because I haven't seen a lot of her. And I want to do something with Allie and Rosemary where they break up and it kind of goes a different way. That's what I want to see, too. Of course, everyone
give us a quick
Young.
No, go ahead.
Alex?
Hey. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I was going to ask you, give us a little rundown of Su Yung.
Who?
Alex.
I have known nothing about her. Oh, okay.
All I know is that she's dating Rich Swann. That's really it. I knew her from, I knew her that she was in Shimmer, which is a women's wrestling federation. But in terms of her work, I'm just like Dave. I'm going with an open mind.
We need Su Yung versus Rosemary match. I think that's what a lot of people want to see that match.
It's based on her gimmick. Like she has that like Korean horror, Japanese horror style look to her. I like that.
Yeah, that should be an interesting pay-per-view tomorrow night. Don't forget, after Impact Wrestling Redemption is over, Dave and I will be live on Periscope, on the YouTube as well. So you can find us on both channels. And I hope you guys will join us on reviewing Impact Wrestling's Redemption, because it seems like a lot of people are not going to be ordering this pay-per-view. So hopefully you'll join Impact. Impact is trash to some people, but I think you haven't really been watching since the whole new merger and everything like that. So before we get to the greatest Royal Rumble predictions, we have 5 controversial decisions we'd like to see Paige make as a SmackDown Live general manager. This was an article on the WWE.com. And I thought it was funny that Paige was mentioning this because Alex made a good point. It's not like Paige has any decision on SmackDown Live that this could absolutely be true. But, well, what else would you like to talk about on Impact, Red Sox fan? We kind of went over the show, the pay-per-view itself, the main event. Dave, who do you have winning the main event?
I like to get Paragon's possible, but I just don't see Aries dropping the belt anytime soon. I just think he keeps it.
Okay.
I just don't see it happening. I wouldn't mind it. I think it'd be a great idea to have, but I think Lucha Underground's already done taping, aren't they? They're finished taping the season, so that would have been cool to see show up on a Lucha Underground taping with the Impact title. You know, that would have been cool to see.
Ooh.
Already done with the season taping it anyway.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. Let's go.
Oh wait, last thing, real quick. So has Sami Callihan kind of turned it around for you guys since all this has been happening, or is he still not doing it for you?
No,
I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know what he's trying to do, and I give him props for it, but I just think he himself just screams mediocre.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just don't like him, and I hate how he spits so damn much. I wish Michael Berry was still in here because I would ask him about this news. But according to Booker T, everybody, Booker T will be on Raw this Monday night back in the commentator booth.
Yeah, Coach confirmed it.
Now, does that mean Booker was replaced by Coachman in January this year? Since then, Booker has mainly been used on pay-per-view kickoffs.
I think it's a 1 week because previous weeks I think Coach is doing tennis.
Oh, he's doing a different project?
Yeah, so he's working with doing the tennis channel stuff for like a tennis thing, I think.
Oh, it's only for 1 week. Okay. All right. We need to start Fire Graves chant. He is a bully and oh man, Graves. Oh, Golf Channel. Okay, he's doing something for the Golf Channel. All right. I like Graves. I'm actually a big fan of Graves. Dave is not very high on Graves.
I don't think Graves should be on both shows. You know what I mean?
They're boring. They're both boring sports to watch. I mean, seriously, who wants to watch golf or tennis?
All right, everybody. This is possible spoilers. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, mute me for about 5 minutes. Excuse me. According to new report from the Wrestling Observer, that's everybody's favorite Dave Meltzer. WWE's upcoming plans for current Universal Champion Brock Lesnar apparently do not include Bobby Lashley. Lesnar is expected to drop the Universal Championship to Roman Reigns at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. According to Meltzer, there's a chance that this won't be Lesnar's last appearance before he leaves WWE for a while. Meltzer speculates that if WWE has Lesnar take 2 losses on his way out, the other loss might be at the hands of Braun Strowman.
That's lame.
So there you go, everybody. Any thoughts on that, Alex?
I mean, I know Dave's not gonna like this, but I guess I don't really care for Lashley, let alone Lashley Lesnar. I'd rather see Lesnar be used to put over Braun Strowman. So if that's what comes out of that, then okay.
I completely disagree because to me, I know. I'm just saying. I think that's a match a lot of people want to see because it's never happened. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. We've seen Braun Strowman lose to 1 F5 by Brock Lesnar. I mean,
I see the appeal, but again, like what I would me personally, again, this is just my opinion. Like I would get more out of a segment with Braun where Braun actually gets over Brock. That's what I want Brock to be used for. And I know that's not what he's going to be used for, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. There's any other news to talk about? Oh,
would you want to see Lashley Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, I would like to see it. Sure, why not? We haven't seen that match before. Scott, huh?
I was just kidding. Would you rather see Strowman and Brock Lesnar? Or would you rather see Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar?
I mean, I guess Bobby. I mean, a match that I haven't seen before, so probably Lashley versus Brock. I don't have a problem with Strowman winning Lesnar, but eventually, hopefully, maybe when Brock comes back, we'll see Lashley and Brock because I think that's a match that's gonna have to happen eventually. Brock wants Braun to give them stiff shots so he could Brock him again. Yeah. So Scott Amore recently talked to Sports Illustrated, and then we'll get to the greatest Royal Rumble predictions. And Bruno Sammartino as well. It talked about Alberto El Patron's release from the company. As everybody heard this couple of weeks ago, Alberto was released after no showing an event in New Orleans. It was obviously an unfortunate situation when Alberto failed to show up to the event. We made our decision on a new main event for the show. It was important for us to give our fans in a capacity crowd at the Sugar Mill in New Orleans a great event, and we did not want them to focus on someone who wasn't there. We wanted them to focus on the match we were giving. Those three guys went out, were so professional, and put on an amazing match. Then we sat down and huddled. One of the things we need to do as a company is build trust. We need the fans to know that when we say we're going to deliver something, that we'll deliver it. We did not feel good about advertising something and not delivering it. And we are not going to put ourselves in a situation where that could happen again at Redemption. Wow. We saw a match that had people buzzing with the live crowd and had feedback through the roof on our live Twitch broadcast. And we decided to go with that as a rematch for our pay-per-view main event. Aries, Pentagon, and Phoenix squaring off in the three-way for the world title gives us a great main event on top of an outstanding card. So props to them, man. Alberto fucked up. And this is not the only time he's showed an event. He's done it several times already. And the sad part was at the event, they were selling his merchandise. So it's like he didn't show up, but it was still getting some sort of pay.
Right.
So just a very, very unfortunate circumstance. And I'm not sure where this is going to leave Alberto now. Any thoughts to this, Alex, before we move on?
I mean, I guess most people were fans of Alberto, so for whoever went there expecting to see him, I feel for them. But at the same time, good riddance. Stay in Mexico. Go work on you. Right now, he's talking about he wants to focus on his mixed martial arts company. Good riddance. I have Almas and Vega. I don't care.
Yeah, apparently he said he's going to retire in a year anyway. So I'm not sure any truth to that, but we'll see about that. Any comments to this, Dave, before we move on?
No. Some of the other stuff you said too, rebuilding Impact and making it quote unquote great again, I guess you could say. I like that. I don't care about Alberto Del Rio or whatever you want to call him. But yeah, I mean, kudos. I think they just need to stick to the formula, what New Japan Ring of Honor are doing. Just keep putting on good matches. Don't have no run-ins like we see me and Tony watch Bound for Glory. I mean, and we were really disappointed in how Del Rio or El Patron ruined that main event by having someone run in and cost them the match. Just keep giving us, this is the first pay-per-view with the Callis D'Amore kind of regime,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I want to see a good, solid pay-per-view, a good wrestling pay-per-view, and that's all I ask for. Just give us some good matches, and I think hey, just like the Field of Dreams movie, if you build it, they will come. If you give us good wrestling fans will tune in.
I agree. As also some sad news to report this past week, Bruno Sammartino passed away at the age of 82. He was a two-time WWF champion. He held the title during his second reign for over 11 years across two reigns, the first of which is the longest single reign in promotion history at 2,803 days. Sammartino was widely regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. And our deepest condolences go out to Bruno's family, friends, and everybody who was a fan of Bruno Sammartino. So should we play a little bit of some sad music for our fellow? Let's see.
Yeah, any thoughts you guys want to say about Bruno?
I'll play the music in the background when we sing it while we
talk him. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll play. Okay, there you go. Go ahead, Dave. Any thoughts about Bruno Sammartino?
I mean, it's sad that he died, of course, but I mean, he lived a long, great life. I mean, not a lot of people get to go to that age and they get to have the kind of career he had. He's remembered as one of the best wrestlers ever. You know, I mean, don't quote Dave Meltzer on how many sellouts he did, but I mean, there's always that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I can't speak a lot about him other than the Hall of Fame speech because I didn't watch a lot of his matches growing up because I was born in '82, not 32 or how old he was. But yeah, so I can't really speak in a lot of his matches unless you watch the old ones. But my TV doesn't do black and white, so I don't know. I mean, so I don't know his. I don't really know a lot about his wrestling because, and I don't know if I would have liked his style honestly, but yeah, I remember his son when his son tried to do something and that didn't really work out so well. But I don't know about you, Tony, but I don't really know a lot about him, so I feel bad that I don't. But yeah, it's sad that when anyone dies.
Yeah, I won't lie. Like Dave said, like he was before all of our times. But the truth is, we wouldn't be here having this show probably if it wasn't for people like Bruno Sammartino and their impact in professional wrestling. You know, and
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Like did you guys like read up on his story like growing up? His family fled during World War II, fled from the Nazis in the mountains, and he had to see 3 of his brothers die in front of him. His mother would do a 2-day journey just to get supplies from the Nazi occupied village that he lived in. He lived a crazy life, and he became very sick. He was in a time where antibiotics were very, very little. Penicillin wasn't even introduced, and he wasn't given a long time. And in terms of the wrestling aspect, Bruno Sammartino left because he didn't like the direction that wrestling was going with the steroids, and he made a lot of predictions of where that would lead. And in hindsight, he was absolutely right. And just to end up, like some people are saying, everyone that you talk to about this, he was a very upstanding, kind guy. I just listened to Edge and Christian's recent podcast, and Edge had said how after his neck surgery, the first call he got when he was in the hospital was from Bruno Sammartino, just to ask how he was doing. He went out of his way to find where Edge was being treated, called him, and yeah, so many great stories about a guy that, like I said, professional wrestling, we wouldn't even be having this podcast probably if it wasn't for someone like him.
Yes, there is a special for Bruno after Raw tomorrow night. And also, like I tweeted, you cannot mention professional wrestling without mentioning the name Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah.
When you say wrestling, he's definitely one of the few names that you definitely mention when you name the history of wrestling. And yeah, he was one of the big. It really pissed me off when you have Dave Meltzer try to like correct history. He did it with the Andre the Giant documentary, telling everybody his exact height. And then you have him come on after Bruno died, and I think he said the amount of sellouts he had at MSG was fabricated or something like that. So I'm just like, really, dude? You're gonna go out? It's like Ryan Satin and his whole Crispin Wall when he called out Jericho on it. So it's just like I didn't understand why he had to do that, but
oh, Dave.
What?
But
No, I mean, sorry, Dave. I mean, Meltzer.
No, but one thing that's really sad about this, it's not like he waited a day, 2 days, a week to do this. Like
Right.
within like hours or minutes after, maybe hours after he died, he had to post this on Twitter.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why he felt the need to couldn't like, okay, you know what? Even if I don't care what the facts are, just FDM.
Yeah, like why does it's like he purposely likes to ruin people's days, wrestling fans' days, just because of who he is. That's what it seems like to me. So I mean, he's probably he might be a really nice person, but I thought that was kind of below the belt a little bit. You know, that wasn't really necessary. So that's pretty much all the news we have to talk about tonight, but we do have a big special
Yeah.
coming up next Friday, everybody. I think it's at 12 Eastern for a lot of folks.
So the pre-show will start at 11, and the actual show will be from 12 o'clock to 5 p.m.
Oh so my whole fucking day.
Another WrestleMania, guys. We can't get out of the season.
So basically a whole goddamn day. So I
So
gotta.
you got to know, it's kind of interesting because this would be like what it would be if we got a WrestleMania
Back in the
overseas.
day.
I mean, I actually kind of like it. I like that it's kind of going to be an afternoon. Yes, I get it's a Friday afternoon, but some people are probably working and probably miss it and have to rewatch it. But I actually kind of like it because it'd be nice to be able to sit here on the Friday afternoon and watch wrestling, you know?
Now, Tony, real quick, just to clarify, are we doing a post-show Friday, or are we just saving it for Saturday?
Saving it for Saturday because everybody, if you don't know, next Friday is my daughter's birthday.
Hey!
Yeah, so we're gonna be going out to eat that night. So I'm glad.
Are you gonna show her an Undertaker match? Start them while they're young.
I'm gonna make sure she never affiliates with anything The Undertaker or cheers for his son or wife or daughter or anybody who grows up to be affiliated with The Undertaker.
Watching wrestling, like just hanging out with you.
Yeah, she'll watch wrestling every now and then with me.
Any wrestlers in particular? I don't know that makes her happy.
I bought her an AJ Styles plushie, and she seems to enjoy that. So maybe AJ Styles is going to be her favorite wrestler.
You recognize his talent better than you do. I like that. I say we should get her on the show. We should get her on the show instead.
I'm not a Cena mark. You need to understand the storyline and the inside joke with the show.
Hey, Tony, it's that your daughter has phenomenal taste.
Hey, there you go. So
you gotta bring her on the show, man. We'd love to meet her.
Yeah. So Saturday night we'll be we'll be doing our usual post show with the Greatest Royal Rumble and then doing our shoot the shit like we usually do. So there are 10 current matches that are on the card. We have the Greatest Royal Rumble match itself. We have Brock Lesnar taking on Roman Reigns in a steel cage for the WWE Universal Championship. Yes, we'll be live tweeting. Yes, sir. Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz in a ladder match for the IC title. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura in a singles match for the WWE title. Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal for the United States Championship. Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy versus Cesaro and Sheamus, the tournament final for the vacant Raw Tag Team titles. We have the Bludgeon Brothers taking on the Usos for the Tag Team SmackDown Championships. We have Cedric Alexander versus to be determined. There will be a fatal, I think, 5-way, if I'm not mistaken.
It's still as a fatal 4-way, but yeah, that's the rumor that Lashley might get added
to that match.
Yeah.
Alexander.
No, the Cedric Alexander match. I think they're having a fatal 5-way on 205 Live or something like that to determine who will face him at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Gauntlet, I guess.
Yes, there you go. Gauntlet match. Thank you. Then we'll have John Cena taking on Triple H. And then The Undertaker taking on Rusev. So, Dave, out of all those 10 matches, which match are you most looking forward to the most?
Do we want to predict these and keep score? All the matches?
I think we should do that and then end with those type of questions, I guess.
Yeah.
Tony, just run through it real quick, and then at the end we can say what we're most excited for, whatever.
Yeah. All right, let me get my fresh piece of paper up.
Everyone, guys, get your paper, keep marks. If we can make this interesting.
All right. Yes. Greatest Rumble is a money grab. Okay. I don't disagree with you on that. All right, Dave.
Yes.
We're gonna go 1 through 10 on my list here. So we're gonna go title match second. So Alex, Dave, who do you have winning the Greatest Royal Rumble match? We'll go with you first, Dave.
Wow. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm just gonna throw a favorite out there and just say I'm gonna say Daniel Bryan. Why not?
Daniel Bryan is your winner of the Greatest Royal Rumble.
It's just for a stupid trophy anyway. So what's it matter?
All right, Alex.
I'd like to say Daniel Bryan, but real quick, who are the legends that are going to be in this Royal Rumble? Because I could see them giving a legend for the Saudi Arabia crowd to win the Rumble.
They did say Rey Mysterio might be in it. Hey, what's up, Jay Theory? How you doing, man? They said Rey Mysterio, maybe, and that's it for the most part.
Yeah, I'll go with Daniel Bryan. Why not?
Khali, maybe. Great Khali. I'm gonna. Kenobi picked my pick as well. I got Strowman winning the 50-man battle royal.
I think it should be someone. I do think it should be someone young that they could use going forward on TV storyline.
WWE competing with TNA.
Well, what will make it different than whoever wins the Andre the Giant?
Okay.
Because it's the greatest Rumble ever. I mean, hell yeah, why not sell out this show? I mean, $20 million. If the rumor is true, they're getting paid over $20 million to do this. Hell, why not?
True. Yeah.
Bryan will have Miz imagine if Miz eliminates Daniel Bryan. That would be great.
That's what I'm more excited for. I really want some actual story. I don't want this to be just a canon pay-per-view. I want some actual storylines to come out of this, you know?
Mm-hmm. Again, thank you everybody for joining us. I know it's a late Saturday night, getting past midnight, so we're going to be wrapping up the show very shortly. Don't forget, we will be live tomorrow night. Thank you again, everybody, for over 3,000 views tonight. Amazing. I can't believe it. Unreal. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the hearts, super hearts, the shares, everything. Y'all did a great show. Great job tonight for the support. Thank you. All right. We got Brock versus Roman. Alex, who do you got? Yep, I got Roman as well. I think Roman walks out your champ. Dave?
I concur.
Oh, a clean sweep of Roman Reigns winning.
Now, remember, we had a clean sweep for WrestleMania for that match, so let's just hope this isn't the same thing.
Very, very true. All right, next we have the ladder match for the IC Championship. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz are currently in the match. Apparently, there might be an addition to it. Who knows? Who do you got, Dave?
I think it would be cool to make a new champion out of one of these matches because it would mean it's something really big. But I think Rollins keeps the title.
This dude's a stupid troll. I love babies. I love my baby. How about that? I got Rollins retaining. I don't think Rollins loses. Alex?
Yeah, I got Rollins for this one too.
All right, we got the SmackDown Live World Title on the line. We got Styles, Nakamura. Dave, who do you got?
I think we have a title change. I think Nakamura wins the title.
Whoa, okay. Alex?
Yeah, I agree with Dave. I think I'm gonna go with Nakamura.
Whoa.
And I think this match might impress people more than their Mania match.
Oh, I agree with that. I think Styles retains, though. Okay. Budweiser says Styles by DQ. Okay, that's maybe a low blow. Maybe Shin gets caught doing the low blow this time. All right, Dave.
He's gonna do the Road Dogg China storyline where he's gonna wear a cup.
Ah, good idea. There you go. Nice thinking there. No, wow, J Rose 173 says Nakamura is a bum. Wow. Justin and you would get along very well. What's up, Bot? Welcome, Bot. Everybody, welcome back to Bot Show. All right, Dave, Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal, U.S. title match. What do you got?
Charismatic and Nick.
I also have Hardy retaining. Alex?
Hardy. I'd rather see him in the ladder match, but Hardy.
Predictions for low blows in the match, Nakamura Styles, definitely. And Alex made a good point of possibly Styles wearing a cup. I think that's a good.
Nakamura could actually win that with.
Maybe Styles returns the favor and hits Nakamura with a low blow.
I think Nakamura could hit him with a low blow and then beat him like that.
I think Nakamura hits him with the low blow. The cup happens. AJ takes out the cup like a silly baby face. And when that happens, Kinshasa.
Okay. All right. We'll see. All right. We got the Raw Tag Titles match. Cesaro, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy. Dave, who you got?
It's obvious who's winning this, I think. It's the Wyatt, whatever they're called. The Woken Wyatts, I guess. I don't know. They're going to win it.
I got the same. I got the Hardy and Wyatt as well. Alex?
I got the Woken Lovers.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Woken Lovers. I like that. Hey, I like that name. I like that. That's a good name.
I knew you would love that, Dave. I had to say it for you.
I like that. Man, I like that. That is a really good name. I like that. The Woken Lovers.
Tony, I got a bigger question. Are they gonna make out after they win, Alex?
No. They definitely will hug. That's funny. That's the Woken Lovers. You better trademark that. All right, we got the Bludgeon Brothers taking on the Usos SmackDown Live titles.
The Bludgeon Brothers.
I got the Bludgeon Brothers as well. I don't see the Usos winning. Alex?
Wow, this card is actually better than WrestleMania for us. Yeah, I got Bludgeon Brothers.
All right. Next, we have Cedric Alex. Well, we can't really do the Cruiserweight title because we don't know who Cedric Alexander is facing. Is it a possibility he'll be facing Mustafa Ali?
Oh, my God. Probably.
Date, I didn't see 205 this week. Can you guys just clarify what's Buddy Murphy's status in all this?
He has been sort of suspended, I guess, because he didn't make weight, so he's not going to get his opportunity this week. Maybe they're pushing it off for something else, I'm guessing, but
okay, so he's not going to be in the gauntlet match this week on 205.
No, so I could, if not Mustafa Ali, then I could definitely see Ariel Daivari. I think it's whatever his name is, Ariel or whatever.
Oh, Ariel Daivari, yeah.
I could see him winning it.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not sure. They named the competitors, but I don't have it on the top of my head. But it's a fatal four-way, or it is a gauntlet match to get in there. I know that for sure. Now, this is a match that is possibly a toss-up. We got John Cena taking on Triple H in a singles match. Alex, who do you got?
Well, after that ass whooping he got at Mania, I think it's safe to say Cena will get his redemption.
Yeah, I think Cena gets his win for his thank you at WrestleMania.
Him and Saudi, he's probably going to be over his shit.
Triple H, brother. All right, who do you got, Dave?
As much as I would love to pick Triple H over stupid John Cena, just because he hasn't won in 5 months a match, John Cena hasn't. So I think they're going to have him beat Triple H, even though he shouldn't, but whatever.
He's over. He's probably big over there.
All right, the least excited match of the card. I think everybody can agree with this. It's The Undertaker versus Rusev in a casket match. I don't think anybody cares about this match, but let's just talk about it anyway.
We're all going to be chanting Rusev Day and tweeting out Rusev Day on Friday, so I disagree.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to care about Rusev.
Hypocrisy. I welcome
not his opponent, though. So, Alex, should I even ask this question? This is stupid for us to even predict this match because obviously who's going to win. There's only been one guy to beat.
Bury me softly.
Joe2289. You nerds know that wrestling is all a script, right? Really?
My dude, you came on a wrestling Periscope at 12:50 in the morning just to tell us that. What are you doing with yourself?
Damn, I had no freaking idea.
Hey, dude.
Thank you for letting us know that.
Dude, you know Game of Thrones is all a script, right, too. Dragons aren't real.
Right. So if you like Game of Thrones, you're just as big as a nerd as I am. I'm doing a giveaway. Hey, Red Sox fan, haven't you been on the show this whole night, Red Sox fan? The giveaway is tomorrow. You just got to go like the tweet. So you better go like the tweet. Go like the tweet.
I'm reporting sexual abuse.
You don't watch that shit either? Well, then, Joe, you must have a boring life. You must have a real boring life. So let me spice it up for you.
Clearly, he is bored that he's coming on a wrestling show at 1 a.m. on a Sunday.
Well, he follows a bunch of porn bots. So you can tell what he likes to do late night. That's why he's on here late night. Obviously, he's waiting for someone to get on. So it's all good. Thank you for joining us, popping up our viewership. We appreciate that.
Or maybe Bearded Guy do it for him.
Oh my God! Don't do that. Don't say that. All right, I got Taker winning in like a minute and a half because obviously Taker can't go two straight matches going longer than 2 minutes. Dave.
Taker's gonna win, but I think this is gonna help Rusev more and more because we talked about it before. no matter what you guys say, we have fun with this. Undertaker is probably the biggest star in the WE, and he's going to get in there with Rusev. I think he's going to go more than 2 minutes. I think you'll be surprised. I think this match goes at least 90 minutes long.
And I mean, the truth is, like, when Saudi Arabia wanted this deal with WWE, you really didn't think part of that was we want some draws, aka like an Undertaker? Come on.
Yeah,
That's funny. 90 minutes.
At least 10 minutes at the most, because he's going to prove that he can still go. But who knows? And it's a gimmick match, so it works. You know, it works perfect for the Undertaker.
That's funny. That's funny.
He probably wouldn't do that.
Taker, am I imagining Jericho was taking Rusev's place? No, Jericho was. The whole story was Lana pulled Rusev because she didn't want him in the match, but then later she said that Rusev could be in the match. But the whole rumor was Rusev got in trouble for saying certain things about the Undertaker, and WWE blew it out of proportion, and it ended up putting Rusev back in the match. So it's just a bunch of stupid drama. But yes, Rusev is back in the match.
I think the fans thought it was pretty big. That's why.
No, yeah, I'm sure the fans did help. So, yeah, that's pretty much our predictions for the show. Alex, quick answer for this. Which match are you most looking forward to seeing?
The ladder match.
Oh, okay. Dave?
Yeah, I agree with the ladder match.
Wow. All right. That's fair enough. I think we can all agree on that. That one's probably going to be the most brutal match out of all 10 matches. Looking forward to see who wins out of John Cena and Triple H. I'm wondering how they're going to pull that off, even though I do think John Cena does win. Ladder match will probably be the match of the night. Who knows? Maybe Styles Nakamura gets us a little bit more than what we got from WrestleMania.
Let me ask, how are they going to do the Royal? Are they going to do it like Royal Rumble style, like every minute another person comes out for 50 people, or is it going to be like a battle royal?
Does anybody know? I haven't really looked up on that. I'm not really sure. Bob Ruski says he thinks so.
Because I can't imagine a battle royal with 50 people in the ring.
So, NoFX fan, how you doing? Rumble. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, so we'll see. Oh, Red Sox fan says Rumble rules.
Okay.
You know what? I think all of us will agree on this. The biggest disappointment about this whole card, and we talk about all this, how women's wrestling and all that, and we're not getting one women's match in this whole card.
Drayo, I doubt it. I doubt we'll see blood in the cage match, but you never know with Brock Lesnar.
Exactly.
You never know with Brock Lesnar.
And it's always going to be special, but that sucks that...
No spoilers here, no effects.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks because there's no women in this whole thing.
Yeah, I feel you. So, yeah, that's going to be next Friday. Don't forget, everybody, tomorrow night after Impact Wrestling Redemption, we will be live. Okay, we will be live talking about the show, so I hope you guys can join us. Now, remember, go follow us at Get the Tables Twitter account, and you can be qualified to win this. Look, I'm going to show you on here. You'll be able to be qualified to win this right here, this Ricochet shirt. All you got to do is retweet or like it. You'll be qualified to be in the giveaway, and I will be picking the winner tomorrow night on the show.
Don't believe it. It's live.
Yep, already have the winner already picked. Just go ahead and retweet it. So far, there's 44 retweets and 34 likes. So people, you better jump on this because I didn't think it was going to be that huge of a following in this. People just started liking it and retweeting it. They want to win this Ricochet shirt. So please join us tomorrow night if you can. I just want to again appreciate you guys very, very much to getting us over 600 followers on Twitter. We're almost at 700 to be exact. We're at over 700 followers on Periscope. Everybody could see that silver badge around our name. Y'all got us that. We are a silver VIP status on Periscope, so we're actually verified by Periscope. We're noticed. We're acknowledged by Periscope. So we very, very much appreciate all the support from everybody in this channel. Y'all are not fans. Y'all are family. So let's do a quick little shout out. We got Jody Mania in the house, Adam Awesome, T-Dog, Bob Ruski, Will Miller, Red Sox fan. Good luck on your games, man. Bliss Side, Kevin, got Budweiser in here, got Kenobi, Ted, Bobo Gary Busey, interesting name. Chris, Maz, Fran, Brian, thank you for commenting on us. Did I bash you today, Red Sox fan? I don't remember that. J Rowe, no good luck for. Thank you also to the bot very, very much. Also, if you haven't checked out our website, getthetables.com, please feel free to. It's not fully fixed yet, but just remember, everybody, when it's up. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I just Budweiser just wrote 4,000 views, guys.
Yeah, that's Thank you, Budweiser. 4,000 views, unbelievable.
Yeah, a big shout out to any Yankees fan. How about the Yankees losing the AAA team today?
Oh gosh, the back and forth of sports fans. It's funny. I mean, it was a great.
Oh, Mini-Me passed away.
Yeah, Vern Troyer passed away as well. Mini-Me, that's what he's most famous to me.
Yeah, that's my child. Austin Powers, man.
Yeah, it's been an about emotional week for this April week of this second week of April or third week of April, where a lot of passing aways of Bruno, Vern Troyer. Just how about your 76ers? Yeah, they're looking good, man. Barbara Bush, yeah, a lot of people are just past. It's a sad day.
How about Ben Simmons trying to get into a fight with James Johnson?
Did you hear Alexa Bliss having breast implant surgery? I mean, more power to her. If she feels like she needs it, then go ahead. Spurs, man, you would mention the Spurs, Red Sox fan.
I'm surprised.
They're another one that they're about to be rest in peace tomorrow night. So, fortunately.
What time is the pay-per-view start tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the pay-per-view starts at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. It's a usual 3-hour show, so we'll be live right after the show is over. So I would say about 11:05, 11:10 Eastern. Dave and I will be popping on.
All right.
Do we want to go live during the main event tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know, because people are going to be begging us to put it on our TV. Or put it on our screen. So we'll just go live right when the show is over. So please, if you're not watching Impact Wrestling, New Japan. Oh, well, we haven't had our segment. Alex, any New Japan Pro Wrestling talk?
So really just our big pay-per-view is coming up this week, actually. It's Dontaku, and essentially the last few weeks have just been like pre-shows. So this week's is going to be a big one. We have a lot of big matches coming up. We have Tanahashi versus Tony's favorite guy, Okada. And the only thing that's really interesting about that is that basically Okada is about to break the record for most consecutive title defenses, and Tanahashi has that record. So it's kind of like record holder versus record breaker. Apart from that, you also have Minoru Suzuki versus Tetsuya Naito for the Intercontinental title. That'll be awesome. And for ROH guys, Adam Page versus Kenny Omega, and then you have Kota Ibushi versus Cody Rhodes. So a lot of good matchups coming up this weekend. You know my boy Don Callis will be on commentary, so best believe to tune in.
Hey Alex, now if anyone were to beat Okada, wouldn't it be Tanahashi?
You'd like that's what makes this match very interesting. But this
match has no interest at all. We all know who's fucking winning. Come on now.
Oh my God, Tony! This is my segment. Just bitch in the corner with Samoa Joe.
We know Okada is gonna win. Come on, man.
How about you actually watch a New Japan show before you go and spout out what you don't know you're talking about?
Yeah, where's Jay White? Is Jay White on the card? That's my question. Is Jay White on the card?
Yeah, he has. Dave, he has. It's Jay White versus David Finlay.
Oh, okay.
They had like a 10-minute match a month or so back, and they have amazing chemistry. I think these guys will break some. Will get people noticing. These guys are awesome.
No, Red Sox fan. I respect the hell out of New Japan. But I don't respect Okada. I don't respect Okada.
But no, Tony.
Y'all want to give Okada all this praise and shit. but Okada is pretty much the definition of Roman Reigns. And I don't see how you can cheer on Okada. You can cheer on Okada, who's had an 8-year fucking run with the title, but it's not okay for Roman Reigns to win. Just like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Okada has a maximum contender pretty much every time he wrestles, so there's a big difference right there.
What's the difference between Okada and John Cena?
Okada
Zero.
has great match qualities.
Yeah, and Okada didn't break Nikki Bella's heart.
Take that hat off. Oh, also, the big match that I think everyone has to really check out if you're gonna pick anything, in my opinion, Will Ospreay versus Kushida. That's gonna be fucking amazing because the last time these guys did it, they just killed it. So yeah, there's a bunch of, it's like 4 different nights of shows, but each night has like a very stacked main event card to it. Anyone that's a New Japan fan, I'll touch on it on Saturday, but obviously the main thing we'll be talking about Saturday is obviously the greatest Royal Rumble.
No, we'll touch on New Japan because I don't want a Red Sox fan to feel like I'm disrespecting New Japan, because I'm not. This is the whole reason why Alex was brought onto the show originally, was to talk New Japan, and it just the relationship built from there. So
Tony, I would actually recommend you at least watch the Okada Tanahashi match. I really just want to hear your opinion. You don't have to watch the show. Just watch that match. I'll send you the link.
Just send me the link of the Jay White match, because that's the only match I care about. The Okada match, I already know who's going to win. Okada's going to win, everybody, with a fucking tombstone power driver. There you go. That's the end of the match. Okay, I just booked it for you.
Tony, you can't make an opinion based on one tag team match you saw with Okada. Actually watch a match. We've had 10 years of watching Roman Reigns, 15 years of watching John Cena. So if you're going to make your already biased opinion, then at least have some backing behind it.
I did not call Jay White Baron Corbin. I said he looks like Baron Corbin. And then didn't I apologize for that? I think I did. I did apologize for that. Or even comparing the two.
So what I'm saying is watch an Okada match. You literally have nothing to go off. Because it makes you just sound silly. Well, sillier than you were talking about Taker and Cena, but just silly.
All right, I'll say Okada's good in the ring, because I can't say that he's not. But to say that he's not booked like Roman Reigns is fucking silly.
You can't even say he's good in the ring. You haven't seen a match. I've
seen highlights, and he's
highlights. No, sit through a match. That's not how wrestling is. I can't just do a YouTube video. Watch one match, and if you have that opinion still, so be it. But don't come on here and be like Okada this based on what you read on YouTube, what you read on Twitter comments. Actually watch your shit.
I send through HBK matches, Red Sox fan. All right, send me a match. Send me Okada's best match. I did see his. Okay, you know what? I did see his match with Cody Rhodes. I thought that match was pretty good.
Yeah, but there are a lot better matches than Cody and Okada. That was good for Cody.
I thought that match was good. It's just, the guy that impresses me the most on New Japan are the 3 guys are Ospreay. I've always been high on Ospreay. What was the other dude's name?
You like Sonata?
I like Sonata. I'm really high on Sonata. Sonata is really good.
So how about I send you Okada versus Sonata?
Yeah, that was
happy for Sonata.
Yes, that'll work. And I'm a big Jay White fan.
Good.
So
we have our top 5 favorite guys, I guess, to cover, and that's really it, right?
Yeah. All right. Dave, you go 5. We'll do our 5, and then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. All right, Dave, top 5 favorite wrestlers right now. This is not all time. Your 5 current top wrestlers. All right.
Who do we think is the best or the top guys? Just our favorite.
Our favorite. So you're more than welcome to join along as well. So number 5, Dave.
I'll go with someone I really enjoy watching, Desmond Xavier.
Okay. Alex?
Tetsuya Naito.
All right. Number 5 for me will be Trevor Lee.
Okay.
Number 4, Dave?
This is tough. I'm going to go with the King, Ricochet.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Okay.
All right, Alex.
Minoru Suzuki.
Is it going to be all New Japan for Alex? That's the question. Yes or no? Is it all New Japan for Alex? All right, number 4. Oh man, I'm gonna go Johnny Gargano at number 4.
Nice.
Number 3, Dave.
I'm gonna go the opposite. Even though it's more, I'm gonna go Champa.
Okay, Dave. Alex, excuse me. All right, Almas number 3 for Alex. I'm gonna go. My number 3 right now, favorite to watch.
It's Big Cass.
Big Cass. No, actually, I was gonna say Ricochet. Ricochet, number 3. He impressed me when I watched him live. It's just you never know what you're gonna get with that guy. It's crazy. Number 2, Dave.
AJ Styles.
Alex. You there, Alex?
Paige and Alex.
Is he trying to put the song? Or did we lose him? Alex, you there? Alex, hello. Oh no. I guess maybe we lost him. I'm not sure.
No, I thought I lost you. I lost you guys. Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Can you hear us? Oh crap.
Alex, Paige and Alex.
He was there. Now he's gone. Undertaker must have took him.
Tony kicked him off the show.
Yep. And he's gone. I just buried him. Undertaker style.
Buried him
All right.
softly, brother.
Well, number 2, I'll just go with my number 2. And I can't really say it's a person, but it's a group. And I'm really entertained right now by Undisputed.
Nice. I agree.
Who's your number 2, Alex? You're in the chat, so you're going to have to tell us in the chat. Can the top WWE guys survive in Japan or ROH? What do you think about that, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, look at AJ. He's
WWE made guys. That they were made.
Could they survive in New Japan? I think it depends who it is. Oh, we got the return.
Alex is back. All right, Alex, number 2. I said Undisputed. I don't know if that counts, but I have Undisputed as a group.
Oh, that's good. I got Kota Ibushi.
Oh, Ibushi's good though. I like him. I like Ibushi. To me, he should be the guy that gets all the praise, not Okada. Like seriously, what some of the stuff that Ibushi does is insane. That dude is insane, man. All right, Dave, you're number 1. I can already tell who number 1 is for Dave. I can already tell who number 1 is for Alex. I've got my psychic powers going. Dave, number 1.
He just returned to the ring. Of course, he's my favorite before that. Daniel Bryan's my favorite to watch.
Called it. I was gonna say Daniel Bryan. King.
Alex, that's you.
I think he said his laptop is dying. He said AJ Styles. Whoa! I thought he was gonna say Okada. Oh, look, he's back. I see him. He's moving. Are you there? Nope, his stuff's still messing up. All right. Number 1 for me, everybody. John Cena. No, I'm just kidding. Samoa Joe.
Tony doesn't like AJ Styles.
Top women? Let's go. Dave, number 5.
For women?
Yeah.
I enjoy watching
Why it's WWE, guys? Because it was Alex's idea. We'll do ROH and New Japan guys next time, if you'd like, sir, Mr. Red Sox fan. The women's one was kind of caught us kind of off guard. Someone put Rosemary, Sasha, Bailey, Tata, and Naya. Taya. Taya. We lost Alex, looks like. Looks like he was having some issues with his computer and his Wi-Fi, so that's unfortunate. He's going to probably blame it all on me, everybody, so get ready for that. But, yeah, unfortunate that we lost him. No, I am not dissing you at all, Mr. Red Sox fan. You are my boy. Red Sox fan is our if anybody doesn't know, Red Sox fan is probably the youngest guy in the show, I'm going to assume. Oh, look, Alex is back. He decided to join us back. And I just want to say, give
Golden Maharaj when you get DMs from actual professional wrestlers, priorities overtake others. What can I say?
Yeah, I can understand that. Red Sox fan's only 19 years old, everybody, and he knows his shit about wrestling. So I got to give him props. He wants to do top 5 favorite for New Japan and ROH for next week. So
that's
make
fine.
Sure
do we just want to do the women's real quick? I know it was like last minute, but
yeah, we can do women's. 5.
Rosemary.
Dave.
I did say Tessa Blanchard. I enjoy watching her. And Alex is gone again.
No, I'm
No,
not.
Alex is still here. Alex is here. Number 5, I would say. You know what? I'm going to say Charlotte, number 5.
Okay.
Alex?
What are we at, number 4?
Yes, sir.
Tessa Blanchard.
All right.
Dave?
I'm going to go with someone that no one will probably even say. I'm going to go with one of my favorite to watch. She was in Impact Wrestling, ROH, even in the
Thanks,
Mae Young
Kenobi.
Classic. And that is Mia Yim.
Okay.
Thanks, Kenobi, for dropping by, dude. Appreciate all your support, my friend. I'm going to go with Rosemary at number 4 for me. Alex, number 3?
Becky Lynch.
Oh, Dave?
You know you gotta.
Someone from WE. Wow. Okay,
Your turn, Dave.
Number 3.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with. It's tough. I'll go throw Rosemary in there. Why not?
Okay, number 3, Rosemary. I'm gonna go for number 3. You know what? Y'all are gonna be kind of surprised at this. I'm gonna go Shayna Baszler.
She's your number 3 favorite woman ever to watch.
No, ever. I thought we were doing right now. I thought we were doing current right now. Favorite all time ever. No. But
Dave,
right now,
I'm about to have technical difficulties.
I'm enjoying what we're getting from Baszler. So not all time. No, not all time. But currently right now I'm feeling Baszler. I like what I'm seeing from Baszler.
I think we all know you want to be feeling Baszler.
Oh no.
A ship I don't want to see sailing.
No, if anything, I would have picked. If I was gonna go that route, I would have picked like Alexa Bliss or someone.
No. Texas Kid isn't here. We don't need to get into that.
Yeah, you're right. Texas Kid isn't here, so it hasn't been rated R or worse when Texas Kid in here. What are we? Number 2, Alex.
Yep. I got Lacey Evans. I'm just feeling that military ladies lady type of gimmick to her.
All right, Dave.
I agree. I love me some Lacey Evans.
Wow. All right, number 2 for me is Becky Lynch. I got Becky Lynch at number 2. Evans is so hot. Sorry. Yeah, it's all right. You don't need to be sorry. The Texas Kid doesn't say hot. He adds like 4 or 5 sentences more to it.
Yeah, and guys,
to where it's like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
so.
For the viewers, just so you know, when we talk about obviously women wrestlers, yes, we comment on their attraction, but we don't take it objectified to the level that Texas Kid will do sometimes. So we apologize if you read that.
At least not.
Right. Yeah, we're not a bunch of pervs on here. We'll admit to when a woman's attractive. That's for sure. All right, Dave. Alex. Number 1.
Tony Storm.
Oh, Tony Storm. Someone put that in the chat as well.
Oh, okay, nice.
Dave.
Even though she
Exactly.
just lost, and it's no more about the streak, I'm going with Asuka.
All right, number 1 is Alexa Bliss. Nah, I'm just kidding. That was just to piss off everybody. Nah, I would have to probably go. Yeah, Asuka. I would have to go Asuka at the moment. I mean, I like Rosemary a lot. I like what I get from her on Impact, and I like the other 4 that I mentioned, or the other 3, but Asuka right now is just on a different planet.
No, just for some honorable mentions, Ring of Honor's Women of Honor have some great women wrestlers like Kelly Klein. You know, now they got Tessa, whatever her name is.
Don't say Brandy Rhodes.
I like Tenille. I've always been a fan of her.
Is Allie a good wrestler? I'm not a huge fan of the Allie character, but I hear Cherry Bomb is killer. I've never seen her wrestle though.
They have some great women wrestlers there. I mean, not so much Mandy and Mandy Rhodes and the other chick. I'm trying to think of her name, but there's a lot of good women wrestlers. Like Kelly Klein was like basically like Asuka, who she was undefeated her whole career.
Ronda Rousey. Not yet.
Ronda Rousey.
Alex, what's that girl's name who won the title?
Oh, Samira Kai or something like that.
Yeah, it's something, but yeah, she's really good as well. And so Deonna Purrazzo, I can't believe I forgot her because she's one of my favorites to watch as well. I love Deonna Purrazzo.
No one said Dakota Kai. Nope, not yet. Dakota Kai, I saw her wrestle Shayna Baszler at Access. She didn't really do nothing for me.
Yeah.
No, Alex had Tony Storm at number 1. Red Sox fan. ODB.
How come nobody has Taya Valkyrie?
I'm not high on low. Red Sox. What is it? Low Shari.
Io Shirai, man. I haven't seen her wrestle recently. So I mean, usually she is, but I haven't seen her wrestle recently. So that's why I didn't have her currently.
Is she like the best women's wrestler out there?
In my opinion, yes. But Red Sox and I have talked about it before. Tony Storm is probably gonna get up there, and Tessa Blanchard, I think.
Yeah, I hope so. And I think another one, Rachel Ellering, is really good as well.
Yes. What do you think of Bianca Belair?
I enjoy watching. Oh, not her. I'm thinking
big. She definitely has that star look to her. She's athletic as shit, and I think forget NXT. I think on the main roster, she's also going to be a big contender.
Who's that other girl who was like the ex-Miami Heat cheerleader?
Oh, she retired.
Huh?
You're thinking about someone else. They remember that old wrestler. What was her name? She was a cheerleader. What was her name?
I can't think of her name, but she's not retired. She's very new. She's still wrestling.
What was her name, though? What was her name?
The Martinez chick?
No, she was part of McCole's group.
Who?
She was with McCole. Layla. Thank you, Layla. That was her name, Layla.
Layla.
Yeah,
I thought you said Nicole. I was like, who the hell is Nicole?
No, I couldn't think of her name. Stacy Cleaver. No, and Layla. Remember, she was a cheerleader, but she retired.
I'm not sure who you're talking about. She was in the Mae Young Classic. I can't remember her name though, but she looked good to watch. So yeah, if you want to talk about top 5 women who look good to watch, that's a different category.
Oh, we can go on for days on that, but we're gonna wrap up the show. We've already gone. Let's see, how long have we been? I could tell y'all right now. We've been going on for almost 3 hours, everybody.
And all you guys stuck it out with us as always. So thank you again.
Yeah, Red Sox fan. We'll do our tag teams next weekend. We're gonna Bucks. Of course, you would say that, Red Sox fan. Of course, you would.
Everyone on Twitch right now. It's TJV.
4,153 views now. Yeah, it's insane. I did not think we were gonna get that high of a. Especially after this past Tuesday night when we only had about 500 viewers, I was like, man, I was really bummed out. I was bummed out that we didn't hit 1,000 viewers because we were on a little consecutive streak, and then 2, we had the technical issues at the end of the show, which really bummed me out, bothered me big time. I had trouble sleeping. Like, it really pissed me off that we had those technical issues because we were having such a great show and a great streak these past couple of weeks, and then that happened. What's my highest view? Our highest view was we got featured on Periscope during the Royal Rumble. During the Royal Rumble, we were featured, and we had 22,000 people.
Woo!
We got featured. We've been featured 3 times, I believe. One was the Royal Rumble. We got 22,000. Daniel Bryan's return. We got 12,000, and then we got featured one more other time. I think it was another pay-per-view.
We did Royal Rumble, Fastlane, and one of the Tuesday shows. The first time that the 4 of us got on.
Yeah, and it was Daniel Bryan's return. We got featured, and that one was like 8,000 or so. But the highest was 22,000, and that's when we had the Royal Rumble, and we got featured. We just got lucky. Like I said, we haven't. You do a show with Bischoff, and you might hit. Yeah, Bischoff it was crazy when Bischoff said that he would love to come on to the show because he would support him. I was like, what?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Tony,
so hopefully that'll happen someday.
Hey, really quick, if you get Bischoff, you better put in that Brock Lesnar contract money right there.
Right. Yeah, so we appreciate all your guys' support. We wouldn't be where we're at on Periscope or where we're at, period, without your support and you guys interacting with us the whole show. Y'all guys are great. Each and every one of y'all provide something to the show, and we appreciate you guys. Either if it's from the hearts, it's from the super hearts, it's just you guys interacting with us. It's very, very much appreciated, and we enjoy everybody's company on the show. 4,173 total views right now. Appreciate everything. We've been live for 2.5 hours. It just flew by. Jody Mania, The Bot, Adam Awesome, T-Dog, Bob Aruski, Will Miller, Red Sox fan, Blissside, Kevin, Stone Cold, aka Budweiser, Ted, Chris, When It's Fun, one. I can't see the other names, so if I missed your names, please say hello in the chat so I can acknowledge you and thank you. Don't forget, go on Get the Table's Twitter account. Dave, Alex, or I, or Justin. I said your name, Red Sox fan. Get the hell out of here. Don't forget to go and like that, please. Can you enable your super chat on YouTube channel? Yeah, I'm not sure how I do that, but I'll enable it.
Somebody commented, but I didn't do.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I do that, but I'll definitely figure that out.
At SummerSlam, actually, Tony. You're really giving him a lot of shit today, so I think you and Red Sox need to hash that out in the next Big Four.
Yeah, I think Red Sox fan and I will have to have a match at SummerSlam. Okay.
How can we end the show without no Shawn Michaels bashing?
Shawn Michaels is here.
Yesterday is the perfect example of the Anchorman movie that escalated quickly.
Wait a minute, weren't we supposed to cut someone's hair tonight?
I don't have scissors strong enough to cut his hair, so I gotta go find scissors from a hardware store.
So just rip it off.
I'm not gonna rip his head off.
Okay, how about this? Just throw it in the trash, and
never.
When it goes off, just take him back out.
Never. He sleeps with me. I put him on the dresser on top, so he watches over me. And Nico, thank you for joining us. I apologize. And then when someone comes in, he, comes in there and goes in there and he super kicks him. Super kicks him. You sleep with dolls. No, dude, it's a joke, you idiot. Let me go see if I can find some scissors.
Wow, he's really going to get scissors right now, guys. This is what Tony is willing to do for the Get the Tables family. Now, if you guys ask me, there's only one thing he should do to it.
Let me play some sad music because this is going to break my heart.
No, you need to play Undertaker's music. That was my deal.
I got to play that fucker's music?
Yep.
Hey, wait, should we get away with that, or will we get in trouble being on YouTube?
I'm just gonna play sad music.
Yeah, you play sad music. But guys, wait, everyone that's watching, retweet, share. It doesn't matter who's awake on Twitter. They need to come see this. We are at a milestone of Get the Tales. Forget getting featured on Periscope. Forget Cena losing in 3 minutes. This is what it's all about. This is the real reason I joined this show, to ruin this man's life. And it's all happening in front of me at 2 in the morning, and I could do this all night. Go on.
You know how much I paid for this fucking pop figurine?
I don't care.
I can't cut it. Look at this shit.
Box seats at the next WrestleMania.
Obviously, his hair is stronger on the toy than it was in real life. It's not cutting. It's just not cutting, y'all. I don't know what else you want me to do. You want me to rip his head off? Look, here it goes. Here.
No, Tony, you have to hold it up while you're doing it. We want to see the attempt. It's like a beheading. Not the first strike might not do the job, so you just got to keep going and go harder, man.
I'm gonna have to like break it, dude. They put this in like.
I thought you Texans are strong. Come on, man. What is this?
Tony, you got to put your video on YouTube so people can see this on YouTube over and over.
Oh, it's on YouTube right now, gentlemen. I can't wait. Tony, turn on your video on Google Hangout.
Nope, it won't work. It won't work. It's too strong. This is dumb.
Wait, Tony, are you saying Sean doesn't want to do the job?
Wow. Basically, yes. No. I don't know what. There's nothing else I can do. It's just his hair is just too strong. Like I said, it's stronger on the toy than it is in real life.
I know, guys. It's still wrestling memorabilia. I don't want desecration. I just want Tony's face and the act of doing it. That is what gives me pleasure.
Well, now, like, his head's all loose now, so it's basically
yeah. That means next Saturday it'll get a little looser, and then the following it might just come up. Pop.
This guy does not appreciate what you're saying about him.
How can he appreciate anything? You dislocated his cervical vertebrae.
Yeah, now look at his head now. Look.
Oh my God, is that what his neck was like when Taker threw him on the casket?
Can I ask you a question though?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Who won that casket match though?
Oh, Sean did, but who won the war?
Sean.
2 retirements later, I don't think so.
If it wasn't for goddamn Vince McMahon.
I think we could all agree that if all these debates can just go back to frickin' Vince.
You broke this man's heart.
And his back.
Just to let you know that.
And his back.
You broke his head. You broke his heart and his neck. Look at he wobbles. Look at it. His goddamn bobblehead now.
Can you like draw his eyes to be a little bit closer?
Wow.
Or at least make like a cross for
y'all wait to the end of the show to do the HBK bashing. I appreciate y'all.
Just watch what I'm doing. That's it.
I can't see it. Don't do it again because I don't want to see it.
Oh, it's already on YouTube. Everyone,
y'all ripped my soul. Y'all broke my heart. I thought we were a family here. And you want me to hurt you want me to hurt my friend here? You want me to hurt my friend?
Yeah. All you got is family, so who needs friends?
Fuck, man. Goddamn Undertaker. It's all your fucking fault, Undertaker. Why can't Undertaker have Twitter so I can tweet him and show him how angry I am?
You know how like literally every day I would at him. I don't care how desperate. But hey, Sean's what I will give Sean this is he's on the road with NXT, so good for NXT.
Yeah, let's also thank Shawn Michaels again. Everybody, thank Shawn Michaels for having co-produced that awesome ladder match we got at NXT. So don't forget to thank HBK for co-producing that awesome ladder match. Don't forget to do that. Just want to remind everybody.
Thanks for that great movie, Pure Country.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a good. I heard it was good. I haven't seen it.
And let's not forget, HBK is on the cast list for being in the next Marine movie.
Oh God, is he still going to be wearing a cowboy hat to hide his hair?
Does Triple H own his nuts? He's not allowed to retire. The Undertaker? Yeah, unfortunately, I think he's talking about the Undertaker.
I don't think Taker.
You know what? Think about it. Maybe that's why HBK cut his hair. All honestly, is for the movie role.
He cut his hair because he knows when it's time to give it up, unlike the Undertaker and Baron Corbin.
Oh, Baron. Okay, part of Baron Corbin's repackage. I know it sounds superficial, but the hair is just bothering, man. I have nothing against bald people, but just cut your hair or Rogaine. Just commit.
Yeah, so at least this man, you can hate on him as all y'all want, but the Undertaker's best matches were against this man, and it's because this man right here pulled it out of the Undertaker to have a good match. Just to let y'all know that. Just remind y'all that.
Great matches with Triple H and CM Punk.
Remind y'all that.
After HBK retired.
Just remember that. Just fucking remember that, everybody.
Edge and
Hate
Undertaker.
on Shawn Michaels so damn much. Who carried Undertaker in all those matches? Punk and Triple H.
No.
End of the line. I said it.
It takes two people to have what's called a match of the year contender, Tony. Just remember that. Why don't you name every match of the year contender?
You know what? All right, we're not. Fuck the giveaway. We're not doing the giveaway no more. I'm not. No giveaway.
Name a match of the year contender, a match that's considered probably one of the greatest, and say someone carried the other. Please. Saturday.
All of Undertaker's WrestleMania matches.
Like I said, name the greatest WrestleMania matches you could think of. Any two, and tell me who got carried, because it takes two people to make a match of the year contender. So go ahead. If you want to end this night on absolute silence, more power to me. So please go ahead. And Red Sox says almost carried Gargano.
Almas would probably carry Undertaker too, to be honest with you.
Shit, as long as Vega comes out, Vega and Taker in the same ring, I'm good.
Okay, can we have a serious discussion about this? This is a different topic. I get a serious discussion to get on.
Okay.
On Twitter people. You stupid ass Twitter people who have these stupid ass role play accounts.
Yes.
Who think that it's the actual. I got followed by Selena Vega on Twitter this morning. I was gonna brag to Alex about it, and all of a sudden some stupid role play account with no followers.
I got a notification and it just showed Kenny Omega liking it, and obviously I was gonna mark out about that, but then it was some cosplay fuck. If you're a cosplayer and if you're a role player, block me. Just block me. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to see you on my notifications. Stop giving me false hope. I have dreams.
I had EC3 like my tweets, but it was the real one too. So I'm just saying. EC3 and I are buds. EC3
when I was watching
the show soon.
Gianna Perazo liked my tweet, so there you go. So suck on that.
Hey.
Yeah, but I got EC3, so EC3 is gonna come on the show and.
All right, guys. Anything you guys want to talk? We're shooting the show.
No, that's it. I think that'll be it for tonight. Don't forget, everybody. TJP liked your tweets. Oh, now this is gonna become
Ricochet me this week. So if we're gonna play braggadocio.
Yeah, it looks like everybody wants to brag about who's liked their tweets.
Okay, let's chat. We'll chat. And this includes you guys. What's the most epic interaction you've had with a wrestler on Twitter? Whether it's a like from your favorite or retweet or even a comment.
I've talked to your girl actually on Twitter because when I followed her at Impact Wrestling or TNA, I knew about the story about her dad who died at 9/11 and the Twin Towers. That was Selena Vega or Thea Trinidad, whatever you want to call her. But yeah, I've actually talked to her online. Chelsea Green's another one. And that's the Chelsea Green comment a few weeks ago I had with her is the reason a certain Red Sox fan unfollowed me because we got into it a little bit about it.
I mean, screw it. Touch up on it. What happened?
No, it was just I was saying something about giving Impact Wrestling a chance or whatever. I just don't think he was too high on what they're doing. And then she commented on my tweet when I said, I'm going to give it another chance. And then, yeah, he unfollowed me about that, I think.
Let's see. I don't remember if I've had. I had Shawn Michaels retweet one of my tweets one time. So yeah,
Wait,
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it happened.
Hey,
Chris Jericho's probably the biggest one I think I've had.
I forgot what I said to him. It was like a thank you tweet, kind of, and he retweeted. Was it you could quote retweet kind of thing? So
yeah, I had Chris
whatever.
For me, when I talked about his podcast about the DC Comics thing, and he retweeted that and crap like that. But yeah.
Yeah, Twitter it has its bad negatives, but it also has its positives. So
yeah,
I mean, that's the cool thing.
Where else can you say that apart from like buying tickets or meeting them? Like, can you say you can interact with wrestling? Wrestling's awesome right now with social media. I think
when I first joined Twitter, I asked Hogan a question, and he replied, like, asked him something about what do you think of John Cena, and he said he loved him. I think about that. It was like my first joined Twitter.
Yeah, don't ask people that really want to get back in the WWE about WWE superstars. It'll be a very
Hogan was very complimentary of John Cena. He said he loved John Cena.
A lot of like if you talk to a lot of the old school guys, like they're huge John Cena fans.
Red Sox fan is going all in on me. I don't know. Brushoff said he wanted to hear my Dusty Rhodes impersonation on his scope not too long ago. Oh, there you go, Big Joe, get on that. Before we end tonight's show, funny story. I'm a big CM Punk fan, as you know, but CM Punk I'm blocked by CM Punk on Twitter.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I have no idea what I said, but I'm blocked by CM Punk on Twitter. I don't know what I said. As much as I'm a fan of CM Punk, I am blocked by him on Twitter. So
that's my biggest moment. AJ Lee retweeted because a while back WWE released something about Stephanie McMahon and the Women's Revolution, and I said the only part she had in the Revolution was getting called out by AJ Lee on Twitter, which is true, and she retweeted it.
Oh damn! There you go. And for some random reason, Sin Cara blocked me. Read my last comment, damn it. Red Sox fan says if I bash him one more time, he's gonna block me forever. So I gotta watch out what I say to Red Sox fans. So yeah, that was a funny little story. That I'm such a big CM Punk guy.
I want to see this happen.
Blocked by him.
Tony, I want to see if he'll actually do it. So bash.
I like Red Sox fan. I don't want to lose a fan or a friend. He's a good guy, and he knows a lot about wrestling. He keeps me informed, just like Alex does. Why HBK didn't draw a dime? Because he's not some larger-than-life character like John Cena, Roman Reigns, or Andre the Giant, or Undertaker. Undertaker, you cannot tell me Undertaker got over because of his in-ring skills. All right, and if you want to say that.
That's not what like.
Undertaker was someone that is larger than life. He plays a character that you've never seen before, and it drew you to. It's his character. It's character. Shawn Michaels was a ladies' man who was a great wrestler. Nobody other than
I think a couple of Marines back in '95 disagree about Shawn being a ladies' man.
Yeah, I also think. You know who else would have a problem with that? Would be Chris Candido.
I
don't know. It's just it's different times. So I'm being serious. Shawn Michaels wasn't a larger than life character. He wasn't. And I know you're saying Conan. It's just Conan probably did that in Mexico. I can understand that. It's you're comparing HBK to guys that are larger than life. He was a regular person that played a flamboyant gimmick.
You guys can, because you guys would probably know better than me. Dusty Rhodes was. I know he was big in the NWA, but was he like considered a huge draw? Sincere question.
In the NWA, yes, but he was considered more of a joke in the WE. If you want to,
the polka dots.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Did anyone catch that Bruce Pritchard show on the WE network?
No, but I heard it's just him shitting on Dave Meltzer, which I really want to hear.
Oh, thank you for the Super Hearts.
Yeah, also some stuff about Shawn Michaels too was very interesting. That how Shawn Michaels is really difficult to deal with.
Oh, great!
And that's on the network, Tony. Rusev says one thing about Taker, and he gets taken out of a match. But Bruce Pritchard has a show just to talk about Shawn.
Yeah, it shows you how much pull HBK has compared to fucking Undertaker.
Well, it's called karma. He had it in the 90s, had it kind of in the 2000s, lost in 2010, and here we are.
Y'all are assholes.
I
Y'all
know.
are all assholes, man. HBK and Brad didn't draw a penny. Hey, Red Sox fan, we're gonna touch. I'm gonna do my research, and I'll get more into this next week. And you're catching me off without any research, and you're gonna put me up to doing some homework, and I'm gonna do that.
Come on, Shawn Michaels. If you're gonna say Shawn Michaels never drew anything, that's ridiculous. Come on.
Yeah, joking aside, I think that's getting a little too much.
Well, I'll do more of our research. We're gonna end the show there because we've been going for almost 3 hours long. Everybody, I don't want to go too much longer. We gotta get some sleep. We got to be well rested for tomorrow's Impact Wrestling Redemption. Red Sox fan, I'm gonna pick you up to that challenge for next weekend. You better be here. Thank you very much again for getting us over 4,000 views. We've had up to 10 to 12 live viewers on YouTube. Oh, God. Got to hear this stupid gong. Did I say TN? I didn't say TNA. Thank you. And we'll be live tomorrow night. I appreciate everybody joining us tonight. And you guys have a great one. See y'all guys tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.